Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro. We are back again. And yeah, Blood DK. We got a lot done yesterday. Pretty satisfied with it. So today, we'll return to it and hopefully get some more. Talking about the possibility of still seeing 3K this season, even after the middle part being absent. And I think it's a good, I think it's a chance. So, pretty satisfied with that. We could make that a reality. But yeah, today, I'm looking for 2 keys specifically. Lycos with somebody, and Dremicus was here early. Think you can reach 3K? That's what we were just talking about. Samantha and Mex as well, welcome guys. But yeah, just gonna depend on the keys and how much time wasting we get from the levers. But yeah, we do have 2 really bad keys. Like if we can get these on 22, they're gonna give a ton of score both, because I don't have them on 22 in either of them. But Ruby Life Pools, I think, is just gonna, like, that one's super easy for me, but that one's just gonna be on the others. That one's just gonna be on the others, so we'll see what actually occurs. Well, let's get started. See what occurs today. No keys listed right now. Okay. Oh, we'll sign up to this. Finally timed to 22 Ruby Life Pools today after 5 tries. 2.9 with my Pally. Sweet man. We're in the same boat then. Yeah, I need Ruby Life Pools really bad. Let's see if there's any 21s of... There's 21s of it. Would be a good idea to get some practice in. It's been a while since we've done the whole dungeon. Halls too. Halls is probably the one I need the most practice with, because can't seem to get a clean run of that one. But nothing. So we'll just sign up to these 21s and get a little warm up. 3 disbands at the first boss and 1 in second. Oh yeah. Yeah, that first boss, yeah, the group I went with yesterday, they got completely outclassed by that boss. No hope really of killing that dungeon and defeating that dungeon in time. I mean, I guess there's always the possibility of finding like a 24 in that dungeon too, but I don't know. Don't think I would get invited to that, but yeah, Shadow Moon's knocking on that door of really any key being possible if the group is capable. Alright, so now we wait. More keys being... Okay, good. More keys being listed as well. Algathar is not one that we know. Oh, yeah, we got Algathar yesterday. Yeah, so it's really just Halls and Ruby Life Pools. There's a good possibility that we just won't see those today. There's the first one. First invite. Grips, what's up, buddy? Good luck in your keys. Thank you. I will need it. Really good luck finding keys. That's what I need the most luck with. That's the hard part right now. Just finding the keys. Alright, well, let's get set up for recording. I'm going to be patient, though. I'm going to try to stick to keys that will only be upgrades. And hope that we will have success with this. Oh yeah, yesterday was interesting. We actually had 3 upgrades. That's I don't know when the last time we had 3 upgrades in one day was. Got my first 25 done last night. Nice. You were trying Onyx last stream. How was it? Yeah, it's fine. I'll use it this week no matter what. It's good for the offense, obviously. Single target offense. I guess there's not been any new, like, combinations that have come out, huh? I was really hoping there would have been, like, an AoE one. I didn't realize, like, it was all single target. To be honest, you need Blood DK. Blood DK needs more single target damage than AoE, does it? I peaked at 11 in Shadowlands Season 2. That'll do for me. What do you mean? Okay, we got a full group. Let me get these nodes quick. I've not placed auctions in a while. I keep forgetting. How do you use mining without clicking? There's a feature now. Click to interact, I think it's called. Did a few keys in Legion, up to 5 in BFA, then up to 11 in Shadowlands. Only done a 2. Not a massive fan of it. Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. If you have any questions, let me know. Morning, what's up, buddy? Welcome. How you doing today? Okay, so let's see. Do we need to eat? 13 minutes left. Might as well. All right, what do we got here? Holy Priest again? Holy Priest. Tired, very tired. Ah, damn. If you have any questions, let me know. Kai, what's up, buddy? Welcome. How you doing today, man? Good evening. Hey, what's up, Oscar? Welcome. Welcome. How are the affixes this week? Oh, it's so easy. Tank week. Like, this has got to be one of the easiest tank weeks ever. Especially at this point in the season. Compared to last week, I think it's most notably just wildly easier. Wildly. All right, here we go. Key we need really bad here.
3, 2, 1.
Valorn, what's up, buddy? Caught your stream at the start too, man. Glad to see you here. Free week for tanks. Just do the route. Yep. Just do what you can. Get the key to move through, and you're good. We'll have like a really nice survival rate at pretty much every pack. I don't think there's really much ways to die in this week. Guess some bosses might be difficult, I don't know. Not good. Last boss hurts? Yeah, always does. That dungeon's bosses are very dangerous. But for the tank, well, at least for Blood DK, they're not bad. I always forget how many easy things there are with AMS, but SLB, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Okay, good start. Rolling Moose, what's up? Welcome. The AMS, I rely on my healer. Yeah. Unfortunate. Good stop from the Holy Priest there. Actually, 100 too. That one doesn't need to be stopped. That's advanced too. I missed that more than I missed AMS. Oh, really? Well, obviously, yeah, it could be useful like for utility purposes.
If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. Such a pointless.
Are you playing with Gorfiends? Nope. I don't ever have Gorfiends. Unfortunately, it's just in a really bad spot. It should probably be up a tier, as it's just not comparable to the talents that it competes with. Especially now that you have, I guess if A-Bomb Limb didn't exist, it probably would feel like it's more comparable, but with A-Bomb Limb in tow, it's just really not needed. I played Blood DK for 1 week, and the amount of boss mechanics you can skip is amazing. Oh yeah, no doubt. A-Bomb Limb is better than Gorfiends. Right, you don't, like, Gorfiend's CD is way lower, but you don't ever really need it that often. It used to be a good AoE stop, but now there's so many of them in the game, you can even take Blinding Sleet, you know? So its purpose has become kind of pointless. Would 4 new dungeons be better than 8? No, 8's the right. 4 would be horrible, you get me? You mean for Season 2 only having 4 dungeons? Wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding your question. You're asking like keep 4 and add 4 new ones. Yeah, that would be preferable in my eyes. I saw your Gorfiends macro. Oh yeah, that's just been there from forever. Someday we'll use Gorfiends, I'm sure, again. It's not like we're never going to use it again. Sure, let's spice up the stream title. Nah, on YouTube you want to try to hit SEO, so consistency in SEO is crucial. You use it on Dathia? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Bloodlust. Now the moment of truth. Can people press buttons? Gonna require a lot of HPS despite, but big mistake people made yesterday was not moving that mechanic out far enough. Metro, how come IRL you have long hair but your night elf is bald in game? They're not related in any way. Good morning, Griffin. What's up, buddy? Welcome. A little early on the Gorfins. Oh, on the A-bomb. You're not actually related to your WoW DK? I wish. If I had AMS IRL, man, would that help? What race you reckon would be the best at golf? Whatever the tallest is. I guess Night Elf, yeah. Tauren is probably taller than Night Elf, but I don't know if their like shape would be conducive to the golf swing. Night Elf is certainly the race that would make me think it would be the most applicable to the human golf swing. Tolo, what's up, buddy? Welcome. James as well, what's up, my friend? Okay, Blind Quaking. What about trolls? Yeah, again, the shape of their body is just not making me confident in their ability to swing the golf club. Goblins, because they pay people to golf for them. Alright. Another first boss wipe. Zandalari troll? Oh, actually, Zandalari might be the real answer. I think they're really tall as well, aren't they? Besotted, welcome back. What's up, buddy? Everybody says that on this fight. I mean, the healer struggles on this fight every key, it seems, so I don't know. Maybe hold lust for second set of ads. I mean, I'm not the one listening. Zandalari are trolls who check their posture. Yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah, it does always seem like the healer is going to be the limiting rage on that fight. Okay, Ruby life pulls 22. I really would just like to see no Holy Priest and no Resto Druids for the rest of the season. If there was a way to do that, I think we would literally just have such higher success rate. Especially on these tyrannical weeks. Holding less is always a hard choice because then people hold on to cooldowns. Yeah, well that's not wrong, you're right. The issue is people refuse to use their defensives. I don't think that's the issue, honestly. I really don't. Oh my, either disband or upgrade. That was yesterday, yeah. Okay, that's one down. I had a Resto Druid who did no damage and I needed no healing, so I just stood there all key. Well, hopefully with the ring now they should be doing more damage. I'm finally seeing them do like actual damage just because the ring's like fucking carrying them. Algathar was actually really easy yesterday. Anybody did that? I've seen Dick's Priest pop off with the ring. Stormstone top damage, yeah. He would literally run to the next pack and stand there while we were still fighting. What the fuck? You guys gotta record these. Please record your run. Metro, hope you're doing well. Deal with Robert. What's up, buddy? Time for the court content. Hopefully it's gonna be an upgrade as well. I'm good on the content for now. I think it's time to start succeeding a little bit more. I'm very biased against Holy Priests. Maybe they are good. I've just not seen any this season. Nah, they're definitely... I mean, I think even the stats support it. Like, they're just the weakest healer right now. In a season of, like, one-shots and tons of interrupts needed, Holy Priest has the worst possible kit, right? They have terrible defensives, a very bad external cooldown, no interrupt, literally no interrupt. And then what do they have, like burst healing? Like, I don't really even know what their niche is anymore. Yeah, I guess burst healing. Is Resto Druid not good? In my opinion, no. Resto Druid is, like, very overrated right now. What's your favorite mount in the whole game? Zul'Gurub Tiger. That's the only mount that stands out. I don't really... If that mount was removed, the answer to that question would be, I don't know. They don't really have a niche. If you want burst healing, play Holy Pally or Resto Shaman. Yeah. Why don't you like Resto Druid? Just bad players seem to be gravitating towards the spec a lot. They also don't have key utility that's expected from the healing role nowadays. No kick and very poor interrupts and AoE disrupts in general. The class has them, they just nobody takes them. Subcreation says Holy Priest is C tier. Is Monk actually the lowest? Let's take a look. We haven't looked at this. Priest just bring watch me look pretty in the transmog with my cool animations. And Metro, semi-auto magic. What's up, buddy? Good luck with the keys. I recently got Keystone Hero and watching you help me get it. Well, that's awesome, man. I should really record my runs from now on. I agree, yes. Everybody should. You really, like, there's no reason not to, honestly. The Zamaka is doing 25s on a fresh 380 Shaman. Every mechanic brings him to 3 HP. I can only imagine. Banana. I've seen the same on Blood Death Knights. I don't invite them to keys. Gotcha. I had to leave the game for a couple months. How is Enhanced Shaman? That seems pretty good. Let's take a look at the stats. Enhanced is still a first tier pick. How is he pugging it? How is he? Who's inviting him? I don't understand. How do you pug at 380 and do a 25? That doesn't make sense. My 3 favorite mounts are 1 Invincible, ZG Tiger, and the TCG Rooster mount. Sweet. Did you used to play with Siler? Yep. Oh, so how did he get? So he got carried. Okay, anyway. Why is Frost F? I saw a clip of Frost doing pretty good damage because they're the melee that's having the least success right now. This is just based on the stats of key success. Anyway, I played for a while in his guild in Mop. Oh, cool. Apocryphal. I don't recognize the name, but good to see you, buddy. Skytide, what's up, dude? Yeah, I just saw that, we were talking about this yesterday. Brandon Moreno's got a fight book now. What was it? Moreno to face Alejandre Patoja? I don't really know who that guy is. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I know who this guy is. Alex Perez. Yeah, he fought Alex Perez last year. DPS is not always better. Furies do good damage, but have limited utility. Right, yeah, exactly. I didn't see that yet. That's going to be a phenomenal. Moreno brought life to that division. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Okay, here we go. Is this another fucking Holy Priest? Rumi and Resto Druid have insane skill gaps, it seems, do they? Why? What makes you say that? Again, we don't have anybody to stop the first mob. I can complain hours about DPS warriors, but I'm saving you the trouble. Thanks. Yeah, I mean DPS warrior typically very overrated in my eyes as well. But this season it's really pretty straightforward. Like as long as you have interrupts and cannot die, we're usually in good shape. Comp isn't as important as it used to be, it feels like. I guess the talents, you know, they really helped. I just feel like for a division that was one fight from closing, 125 is so exciting. Yeah, it's good, right? I remember that, yeah.
To eliminate the Grand Magistrates. Good luck.
Who was that? Cejudo's... Was that Cejudo and Johnson that I remember that interview. I don't remember exactly who fought.
Might I suggest the hidden approach? Along the way, you'll want to disable your arcane weapons and keep the sentries from raising the alarm.
Hey, Purgatory. Charging station. Mage has even less utility than Warrior. Oh no, they have Bloodlust. Bloodlust, Curse Dispel. Ice Block immunity is sometimes useful for utility purposes as well as defensive purposes. They have roots for the ads, like an actual root. Wall Ball, has been a while. Busy with work, so just been lurking. Oh sweet man, glad that you're still here. Yep, Dragon's Breath. If the title is 32-31, around what key level do you need to complete? I have no idea. No clue. Mage is pretty much the most defenses of any DPS in the game. Right. That's not good. Gotta make sure we interrupt the charging station. Cat's going ham. Meow. This one we won't be able to interrupt. I wonder if 15k of that 20k is pre-HPS is stones. Everybody's interrupting charging station. What a surprise. AutoCrypt says, thanks for the videos. Excited for season 2. Me too. Glad that you also are excited. I'm okay with 20k HPS if he was dealing more than 15k DPS. Like, he died pretty quickly, guys. Have we gotten spooked and pressed Icebound in that pack? Yeah, I should have. Probably used it.
3, 2, 1.
As long as you don't get, like, double stun there, it's fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My rogue got the 421 icon. Sweet. It's that new HBO show or whatever. I actually think Aljamain will beat Cejudo. Gonna be a hell of a fight. Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of would hope he would after. I really the whole ring rust thing. I still can't ignore. Find him with somebody welcome. It's a shame it's hard to find other people with it. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's the thing you have to have other people for. Ring rust is definitely real. We saw it with Connor. Granted, his wealth probably stabbed at his motivation. Yeah, no doubt. Connor's definitely probably not just rust. I really wanted to go to 287, but those tickets were absolutely expensive. Absurdly expensive. How much were they?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No trespassers allowed.
Even with other people, the icon is still a really good trinket. Sweet. Cheapest were 400. Wow. I can only imagine what concessions are like at a place like that. UFC fight. Went to a hockey game and sandwiches were like fucking $30 each. Going to the event is expensive, but staying in Miami? Oh yeah. Ringside were 25K? What the fuck? What's your mastery at? I have no idea. 38%. Oh, you guys are talking. Yeah. Maybe like you guys can like get a all like conversations that aren't targeted at me always confuse me. Trump was there. Yeah. Did you see how many people interacted with Trump that night? That was fun. That was kind of funny. Metro, it's okay for people to talk to each other in your stream chat? Are you asking? I mean, obviously I can't stop you, but it's kind of rude to carry on a full conversation when I'm trying to read every comment. Caliban, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I did it? What'd you do? That windy twat is dead? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, Razagath? Dana is just a man that does the highest level of business in his fields and doesn't filter himself at all. Yeah, oh yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Nicely done, cowards.
I don't know if you saw my comment earlier, but it was a TJ Dillashaw fight versus Hudo. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I watched that. Thank you for the sub. I can't see.
4,
The entire group finder and LFG on Frostborn is broken. Oh wow. David, what's up, buddy? I missed the Metro Mythic raid streams. Yeah, unfortunately, when. Yeah, I don't need to go there again. That's definitely it was fun. It was a fun time. I got an 86 damage parse and a 98 healing parse. Nice. Oh, killed Mythic Dathia. I gotcha. Cool. Congratulations.
Watch out up here. I've heard tell of a demonic council that draws strength from one another. This bond must be broken. Explore the area and find a way to separate.
You got me into Mythic raiding. Always appreciate it. I see.
They cannot stand.
I guess people close to Alex are saying he doesn't want to pursue a rematch with Izzy. No, I can't imagine he does. Have you enjoyed season 1? Yep, very fun, honestly. I'm gonna miss a lot of these dungeons. I will always miss Port of Stars. Probably never comes back now. One of my favorite dungeons ever. Still no brew. Someday we'll get it. Would really help out a lot in this dungeon. Who can even get this? Nobody. I'm going back to Pally. Sweet. Alex needs to go to 205. I can't imagine it's easy for him, yeah. Or is the top 3 dungeon of all time? Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like number 1. I bet he wants to get unlinked from Izzy. Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. Pretty much, literally, the only reason anybody even knows him is because of the fights with Adesanya. He's also like 35 too, so. I don't really watch UFC, but isn't the best fighter that guy that isn't signed right now? No, that guy's. I mean, that's not really how the sport works. There isn't one best fighter anyway, really. They never actually fight each other, so the whole pound for pound thing never made any sense to me. Doom, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I did 21 knockhead and got 86 kicks. Oh well. That's many kicks. As a tank? Guess there's a lot of casters in there anyway.
Beware.
Well, there's a best in every division. The pound for pound rankings, I guess, tell who has the best win to loss ratio, but again, different weight classes. Yeah. It's very different. I finally got BIS'd out on my main. Nice, Grants. Ah, yes, prop Pally, king of kicks. Yeah, no doubt. Imps, we like them. How have the keys been today? This is the first. Well, actually, no, it's the second one, but yeah. Yeah, same as always. None to report home about. I did a 22 hauls where in a hand shot and kicked once the whole dungeon. Oh boy. Must suck having to do the last boss on Not Good without slappy hands. Yeah, no, you gotta CC them. Even with those spells, I wouldn't think it's worth it. The dead player declined the res. I don't know. $3K for sure next Fort Week. That'd be. I could definitely use the help. Get players like this in the key. Can't understand how to navigate the dungeon. A wipe on the eyeball is worth more than a battle res. I certainly won't be battle resing him. If I remember right, last year I looked. Conor McGregor was still a rank 7 in pound for pound. Really? I'm not sure I ever saw that. He hasn't like fought. How could he be pound for pound anything? If you wipe in the mini boss on Terran, then maybe just run for your life. Why is that guy just eating the damage? Grass Enjoyer. Been watching your vids for a while. Been a third shifter. This is the first stream I made it to. Well, that's awesome, man. Thanks for taking the time to say hi. I always appreciate those who watch but don't get to comment a lot. Where you're just taking it like a champ? Yeah, I don't understand that. Oh, group's doing it. Or you didn't realize that there's a house there? I guess not. This is how everybody did it in Legion. In Legion, everybody did it like that.
What are you waiting for? Check out that noise.
It's GG. Any tips to become an awesome blood with lots of interrupts? No, not really. If you have any specific questions, I could help you. How? He ran right into them? What do you mean, how? Why did they take so long to follow you? Who knows? The only tip for getting better at interrupts is focus kick macro. Definitely not taking blame for that. Fucking crazy. You can't move your character to avoid running into trash. I will not take blame for that. That is for damn sure. You're not making it easy. I know, but the pathing of the dungeon is what's making it hard. What do you want me to do? There's a bunch of fucking patrols that we haven't fought yet. We got the hardest mini boss in the 3 coming. Just don't fucking run into mobs. Stay down there for a few seconds if you have to. Why didn't you just kill it where you killed the enforcer? Because it wouldn't make it all the way down there. It was going to aggro the trash. Remember, the tank is always to blame, yeah.
What are you waiting for?
If I can avoid pulling it, why can't the rest of the group? They just didn't react fast enough is the problem. Doesn't aggro things on its way down. No, it would have. People would have ran up to it and fought it, dude. They were already doing it. They were trying to follow you, but it was way too late. Yeah, it doesn't need to be on time. No rush. Just don't aggro trash when you do it. The many bosses run to the corpse with the enforcer. Yep, it was definitely possible to not have it, but I thought that was a safer play. Before all of this, I just love how they go straight to blaming you for pulling it and not saying my bad. Didn't notice you went. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, right, like you ran into enemies. Like, how is that my problem? I get it. It was an awkward decision. Maybe if I had 30 seconds to consider it instead of 3 seconds, I would have changed what I did. But don't run into enemies. I really don't even understand.
You have a look over.
Why are players eating the AoE blast? I don't know. Those are the same guys complaining that I'm doing something wrong.
Beware.
What the fuck?
Beware.
Never saw that before. Oh, that's hilarious. How did that only just inspect him now? What? Gotta kill the pet.
Beware.
That's hilarious. Yeah, the people aren't even line of sighting it. I don't even understand.
Beware.
Now they're just like arguing with each other. How res this guy?
One. Beware.
That was really funny actually to see him jump all the way across the thing like that.
Beware.
Jazz the Shiro was a gold medal log jumper. I guess I should just shut him out. He laughed after not line of sighting. Yeah. I had 2 guys yesterday died of shockwave on a 21. That hits people all the time, honestly, no matter what the key is. How do you get to 21s and die to a frontal? Oh, it happens all the time. The frontal is hard to really see the extent of it is the problem. What did I just watch? I love this game. I mean, shit like that is why I love the game, honestly, yeah. So what was it? Holy Priest again, I think? I don't even pay attention. Holy Priest, Hunter, Warrior, Paladin. Yeah, it's hard to see the end of the frontal. So a lot of the times the mob jumps away from you and you think you're far enough away from it, but it hits you. I don't understand why they did anything with like that mob is so strange. They weren't even trying to dodge it? Well, I mean, I guess that's a different problem altogether. Let's take a look at this whole segment here, though. I want to see this. It's weird they added an animation to the cast once it's done. It almost feels like a bug, doesn't it? Like, I think it was probably a bug. Like, they meant to add it to the actual spell, and they added it to that by accident. And they're like, that's embarrassing. Okay, so here's the imps. And my immediate thought process is with where the patrol of the imps are, and the spiteful, and this, by the time this guy reaches us down here, it will be too late. Especially considering, yeah, I mean, I guess I've moved forward ahead at this point, but I thought this was perfectly safe. Look how much time we have. Imps aren't anywhere in sight. Pat's not anywhere in sight. It is 3:18 or 13:18. How long is it until it's too late?
Roll up our sleeves and get to work.
That guy actually crosses. So that's 10 seconds already. Yeah, it's 10 full seconds to get up this ramp. Or just don't, you know, just wait. Anyway. I can't believe that guy used Boon on the mini boss 1 minute before an AoE boss fight. What's that mean? Okay. So, just awkward situations. We should have just got the imps earlier, but the timing on the patrols kind of fucked us. Or it was also doing 40k DPS. And yeah. Oh, I forgot to place it in the disband sheet as well. I don't even... I'll just say that. Temple 23, that would be like the best key we can do this week, I feel like. Oh, there you go. Time if possible, completion if not. There you go. Should just join that key. But I don't need that one. Knock at 22. Yeah, it's Halls 23. Can you go to the overall and see how much of the Holy Priest damage was stone? Sure. Freezing Ice Stone? Those are not the ones that... Are those, like, specific to Priest or something? What is Freezing Ice Stone? Just another single target one? Wait, that guy has the fucking trinket, too. What the hell? Wait, what the hell? This guy's got, like, a ton of offensive gear on, and he still only did 15k overall. What the fuck? Freezing Ice is the single target one? Why is there an AoE one? Yeah, he's got like 2 DPS trinkets on and still only did 15k. What the fuck? The nature one hits 3 targets. Wait, the storm one? This one? Oh, cool. Alright. Oh, that's even worse than I thought then. If that's hitting 3 targets and it's still not doing that. He has 3 DPS. Yeah, he has 2 trinkets and the ring on, and that's all he got. That's all he got out of it. Rage, yeah, all these things. Season's over, and you still can't see the mechanics in court. Well, you never could. It's not has nothing to do with the season. I don't know how they give random mechanics visibility and then just completely neglect others. Right, but it's been that way since Legion, so I'm not sure it's inconsistent at this point. If you haven't adapted to it by now, I'm not sure what the problem is. That's the one that used to randomly pull mobs out of combat. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Algothar 23. I mean, it's common for healers to run DPS trinkets. No, well, not that one. That's like a fucking... How do you even get that trinket as a healer? Can you even get the whetstone as a healer? The Stormstone would proc and just randomly zap a pack 30 meters away. Oh, wow. I haven't adapted to something I cannot see. You can... Dude, it's a frontal. Let's get serious here. It's not changed in fucking 10 years. If you're still getting hit by it, I'm not sure it's Blizzard's fault at this point. Will you miss any of the Dragonflight dungeons next season? Yeah, definitely. Algothar and Azure Vault, I'll miss a lot. You'll have to be given the whetstone. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a frontal that always faces the tank. Yeah, it's really not that hard to see. The only time it's hard to see is when it's like difficult to judge if you're too far or not. The Mythic Plus gods blessed me with 4 competent players last night. Timed my first 23 knocked and doing 24 Shadow Moon Barrow Ground with them. Oh, sweet. Congratulations. So what caused the mini-boss to jump? Yeah, there was just somebody over there, yeah. I like Not Good too. I don't dislike it, but it's a very hard dungeon, so I don't have great memories in there. Resto Druid can get whetstone? No, it's a Holy Priest. I am visually impaired. I have a hard time telling what way that dude faces. Well, then you can get add-on sub with that. Again, these are not Blizzard's problem, dude. I don't know what your point is here. I'm sorry that you're visually impaired, but that's not Blizzard's fault. It always jumps to the farthest person. Yeah, no doubt. Either range or if there's a bunch of mobs there. Anything other than that, you are not paying attention. Yeah, unfortunately. It's only hard to see the actual maximum range of it, otherwise you know exactly where the mob's facing. They literally make mechanics that have tells, and then the exact same mechanic in a different dungeon doesn't have a tell. And what? Are we doing the bridge skip? No. What is the hardest dungeon to learn for new players? It's so, there's so many variables, yeah. Like that variable we just saw there where the mini boss was going to run through 2 patrols was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that in all the years I've done court. Because almost certainly you pull one of those patrols each time, but because they 2 of them lined up at the exact same moment when we got there, we couldn't pull either of them. But since that guy thinks the right play was to just pull him with imps, we'll do that if that ever happens again. I think that would be super risky. That mini boss is very dangerous, but I guess it's not for it anyway, so. The one good visual update Blizz did this season was the Sanctifying Halls. That was a big change, actually. Yeah, I don't know. It was like a pretty aggressive change, if anything. 9 times out of 10, someone has an auto marker to mark the tank. Yep. Just wanted, Max, what's up? I just wanted to say thanks for the content. You make quality Mythic Plus review videos. Oh, yeah, they're funny. That's the goal, at least, so. Oh, yeah, the lines in the last boss of court. That was also really different. What is the best for gear? Use Unholy as spec during dungeon when looting chest and vault. I don't know. I don't understand the question, sorry. I'm using Unholy loot spec because I want the trinket from this last boss, but I never get it. Well, what stops do you have for the imps in that group? The previous group? I don't know, but the first time they didn't even come close to casting, so. More fun to be doing halls when Sanctified Change went through. More fun. Fair enough. The purple on the first boss is really hard for me still too. Gotcha. My point is that like these are things that like you can adapt to and get better at over time, so even if they're inconsistent, they're not changing and it's not the end of the world. People still do the key all the time with no issues. What do you think about Gargoyle, Rune Weapon, Rune Forge? Nothing. What is the current hardest dungeon, and what will be the hardest in 3 weeks? In 3, you mean next season? I have no idea. Current hardest dungeon, I guess it's probably clear on subcreation, so let's take a look. Apparently Algathar and Halls. Not really sure how Algathar is the hardest dungeon, but I guess something has to be. I guess Tyrannical Algathar. Inconsistency is super game. We're not talking about game design, dude. None of us here make the game. Do you know that? You're aware you're talking to people who don't make the game. We cannot help you with this. So just get fucking better. Shut the fuck up about it. My God, man. It's a fucking frontal on a single mob in a dungeon. You can't move out of this shit, then don't fucking do Mythic Plus. Which dungeon would you say you have the route down perfect? I always have one that will always be an issue when I tank. Route down perfect? There's not, I guess, like dungeons that don't even have routing. It's you being rude, dude. You're blaming the company for your inability to move out of a frontal. Like that's not acceptable, dude. Stop taking the easy road and all these things. It's Mythic Plus, dude. The content is meant to be hard. You get hit by a frontal, you learn from it. I know what subcreation says, but I mean, what do you believe is the hardest dungeon? I don't have any thoughts on it. All the dungeons seem like they would, the difficulty would be based on the affixes. The funniest thing is when you're in a key and DPS goes pull X, Y, Z all together, it's easy. Then you do it and wipe. Yeah, I mean, that's... What dungeon would you say? Okay, with that. I just don't like that, man. I really don't. Like, I don't know if you just didn't read your own comments, but like, this is all not shit that we do here around here, so. I don't know how they give random mechanics visibility and then they just completely neglect others. So inconsistent. Sounds like you're blaming Blizzard to me. I said, you can just adapt to it, blah, blah, blah. He says, yeah, I can't adapt to it. I can't see it. It's like, okay. Anyway, I know we have all our fair share of planning out the whole dungeon with the group, only to wipe and leave after the first pull. Okay, Okay, here we go. Hopefully we learned some things. This dungeon should be pretty easy if we can just not make any weird mistakes like that. What flask are you using? The versatility. Mount up. I don't know why people are so keen to try all these MDI strats in the last few weeks. I don't think they were just asking. Emphasize shit you have trouble seeing on bigwigs so you can get a verbal cue. Yep, plenty of ways to solve this problem.
Tonight the nobles have gathered in honor of the Grand Magistrates. Our spies report that Elisande herself will attend. This presents a rare opportunity to catch her away from her source of power. We'll take a side entrance to the grounds. Too many eyes are watching the front.
We have a rogue this time, that's good. We can avoid the pull of the first mob. I'm kind of tempted to go into court and see how far I can get that mob to jump now.
It seems the Dusk Watcher charged with keeping order during the
Metro, what are you maining next season? Blood Death Knight. I got another person who tried pulling the pack after Bone Maw yesterday. Oh yeah, I'm surprised people do that in CM all the time. I'm surprised more people don't do that. I think the dungeon's just too easy for it to really be worth the effort. Okay, so I need to get this first charging. There it is. Ah, somebody else got it. I mean, we did offer information, dude. You're not really doing anything to make your argument better here. Triple melee DPS quaking. It's not really a bad dungeon though. Quaking, I don't think. Quack, quack, yeah. Last week of Quack, unfortunately. Well, maybe fortunately, I guess some people dislike the affix. I don't necessarily love it, but I do love the name. Quaking can be a troll, yeah. It can definitely be unfair at times. Quaking's only shit on the second boss here. Right, actually, good point. That one's pretty tough. Last week of quacking forever. Yeah, you're right.
5, 4.
At least they made Skullwald Shield and Bone Maw remove it. Yeah, no doubt. Ooh, that's not really what we want. Fortification is what? Just like a damage reduction? I try to interrupt it, but I'm not even sure what it actually does. You make videos about people talking to people like they're human garbage in a video game and then talk the same way when I said they could be a little bit more consistent. Again, that is not what I read, dude, so I apologize if you think you were being fairly critical of the game, but in no way did what you write made me think you were being a fair critic of the video game that you're playing. So that is why I reacted that way, and that is why I will react that way to every single player, because the amount of people who blame this game for their own mistakes is absolutely exhausting. I'd have no patience for it after all these years. Fortification gives 20 to 25% haste and a damage reduction. Oh, okay. So it's spell stealable too, I think, isn't it? It should just get rid of bolstering and explosive instead of volcanic and grievous.
3, 2, 1.
You can spell steal it, yeah. The only reason I know is because I spell steal it. That's a good reason. I cannot finish Cuphead no matter how hard I try. Is it the game's fault or mine? It's yours, yeah. Too stealthy, so hopefully they can get it done. Kind of agree with that. Grievous never bothered me, even as a healer. Yeah, I'm not really sure if they're getting rid of them because they bother people or if, you know, there's some other reason. Could just be that they're trying to mix things up, you know? Okay. Let's get it all.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Gonna be a ghost spawning though, which could be a bit of a problem for this fight. Try to lock it down and switch to it.
Beware.
I said they wanted you to play the dungeon, not the affixes. No, yeah, I totally disagree with that. The affixes really don't have that big of an impact on the dungeon's actual progress. Obviously, you have to play around affixes. That's how the game works, but I've never actually like changed something substantial about the dungeon because of an affix. Not recently, at least. Bolstering used to be a lot worse. I'm also a healer, and Grievous never bothered me. Get you? Bolstering used to have the big impacts when it didn't actually decrease. Yeah, that was huge. In the past, it used to be a really big deal. You ever go to your bank and wonder why it's still full of stuff from 5 expansions ago? I don't wonder that now. I'm a bit of a hoarder in this game. Grievous made some tyrannical fights gnarly. Yeah, really, that's the big issue, is tyrannical Grievous was really silly. Some like absurd truck going up the road. The reason I hate explosives as a healer right now is because when one goes off, it's always my fault, even though the whole group stares at it. Ah, yeah, that's not the affix, that's just the game. That's just the players, I mean. Another common issue. Game 1 and Game 2. We had this conversation a while ago. Hey Jambo, what's up buddy? Welcome.
Beware.
Alright dude, I think it'd be best if we can move on from this, man. I appreciate that you don't like the dungeon or something, but don't want to keep going over this. Sometimes I whip. Wait, what happened here? Oh, I thought somebody aggroed something. Wait, what's going on right now? Oh, I guess I still had the fucking dot, I didn't realize. Sometimes I whip out my Heart of Azeroth just to see my... Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't jump. Just to see my rank 4 abilities. Nice. We don't need to interrupt that at all. When you are too used to not having a debuff. Right, yeah. I just didn't even think about it. Why are we even talking about frontals? Don't worry about it. Missed part of the conversation probably.
Watch out up here. I've heard tell of a demonic council that draws strength from one another. This bond must be broken.
Nobody cares about this point. This is the problem, dude.
Explore
Everybody else in the game just moves out of the frontal. You're the only one who cares about this.
divided
So let's just move on if we can, please.
against you.
I apologize to you if you think I overreacted, and maybe I did. But frankly, you speak exactly like somebody that has a absolute disdain for their own inability to succeed in this game. And all I read was you blaming the company for that, which I cannot abide here at all. I have, like I said, zero patience for that nowadays. I'm so fucking sick of seeing it after all these years. So if that was not your intent, I apologize, but be aware that the way you worded those things and the way you presented them was exactly like somebody who that was their intent. So you might want to consider cleaning up that language. But I do apologize for overreacting. Okay, mob's over here. Where's the path? Okay, perfect. Pintop, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I've always had caddy cornered frontals to make them sideways. Yeah. Any options? I've leveled the mage from 60 to 70, just doing the rares on the Forbidden Reach. Oh, wait, what the fuck? You can do that? Are the mobs, do the mobs scale or what? You have to wait for somebody else to kill them? Sidewaysels. Oh, I see now. I didn't even read the comment properly. Hope the keys are going well. Mud Shovel, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Oh, nobody died to that, so it's a lot better than the last group. We still have one guy just standing and eating every friggin' blast.
Make yourself
Still no trap though, man. It's so fucking, man, it's so silly. You need to wait for other people, but they are always there, so you just get a tag and the loot is yours. Okay, so they're like, nah, they don't scale basically. Yeah, I guess how long did it take is the question. If it's even like remotely competitive, I might consider doing that and just be AFK while doing other stuff. Even if it's just 2 or 3 levels of AFK. Yeah, I still got a level Metro, haha. I have decided to put it off though, since I definitely won't have time this season to play it. It's a spinoff to Metro's infamous Backles. Oh my god, do you remember? But how long though, do you remember? How many hours? Frontal and a backle. It's both a frontal and a backle. Still lose. Okay, mobs are over there. Was backles? No, probably not. You just weren't there for it. I was explaining Plaguefall, the big fat trash mob in Plaguefall. It's a cop. And I tried to explain to him it's a frontal and a backle. Oh yeah, theater, that's what it was. Alright, it's inevitable. This fucking pack just can't give us any break. Backle is the correct word for it if a frontal exists. I guess so. Oh my good god, just let us do the dungeon without aggroing shit. Well, that's pretty much all the count we can pull now. We're making a really good time though, so I don't think it even matters. Mark, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, a lot of butt pulls in this dungeon. That mob was so funny to watch because it would turn and face a direction. Then I would say range players not move. They're probably thinking, oh, he turned away from me. Let me ask you one serious question. Okay, ask away. Kind of standard count here, but it's not the easiest thing. Getting quacked to death. At least this area is now safe to fight in.
What are you waiting for? Check out that noise.
Oh, we lusted. Interesting. What about that? That's Fort Lust. Yeah, it's not great. But honestly, it's not like we're gonna have there's not really much else to use it on. At least it'll be up for the last boss. Yep. That's a wild lust. I know the second boss is super hard, right? Do you think it'd be good game design if the element? All right, man. Thanks for the input. I guess you guys are tight on time, and it will make sure you get one more lust in the dungeon. It certainly assures that, yeah. Oh, you asked the question. I didn't say I was gonna fucking answer it. None of this has ever been about game design, dude. So if you can't understand that, then I don't. Just go watch a different stream. I don't know what to tell you. Funny and quirky to just be rude. Yeah, you're right. You see how everybody else in the chat disagrees with you? You ever think about why that might be the case? Because nobody gives a fuck about this. You're arguing about something completely irrelevant. Just move out of the fucking mechanic, dude. Yeah, we lusted on the eye guy. I don't know if it's gonna hurt us. This fight's obviously very tough. You would have not survived old MMOs with that attitude. WoW holds your hands for pretty much everything. Does that have to do with that?
It will amuse me to watch you melt.
Nobody's playing an old MMO right now. We're playing WoW. We got 2 reses. Did he take it and die again? Yep. Just use your interrupts. We could still kill the fight.
Beware.
Scorched bones, so delightful. I'm feeling positively radiant.
Is this about the mini boss shockwave that just don't stand in front of while it's casting? Yep.
Looks like I have a roast to prepare.
'23 court seems cursed. Yes, agreed. It's been a really we just can't kill this boss. Keep wiping this boss over and over again.
Who needs henchmen? I'll burn you myself. It will amuse me to watch you melt.
Tell your Yankees to start kicking my Guardian's ass. Yeah, they got fucking pounded yesterday. What the fuck was that? I didn't get to watch a second of the game, really.
I'm feeling positively radiant.
11-2, yeah. Problem on this boss is mostly people overlapping AoE stuns. Yeah, it's definitely tough. You shouldn't really need many though, honestly. But as soon as one person dies, then you actually need. And the other problem though is people just don't actually interrupt, like regular interrupt too. This happened yesterday as well. We wiped because we just needed actual interrupts and nobody did it. We had one imp up and it just cast free for 2 casts and nobody stopped it. Myself included, but it's just like, you know, once everybody AoE interrupts, they think it's over, but that's not the end of it. Yeah, prop probably helps with that, no doubt.
Mortal flesh, so pretty when it burns.
So ready to not do court and Shadow Moon anymore? Oh, really? Well, those are definitely the 2 easiest dungeons, but I really like court. Shadow Moon is not fun though.
Mortal flesh.
The whole knockback thing, it's like you're just cementing the wipe. Because now we're definitely not killing them. Have you gotten to play any golf? Yeah, I golfed on Monday. Hopefully I will golf again tomorrow. We'll see if I have time. Maybe the disconnect is that you're new to the game or something like that, but you'll find a lot of this spinbot where things don't immediately make sense to you. And that does not mean that Blizzard did something wrong. So I guess, you know, that's how it goes. You're learning that for the first time or something, but... like, if you think about it this way, it should make a lot more sense. The mechanics been the exact same way since Legion. So, what do you think the reason is for that? Yeah, the knockback is what wipes you there. Court is really great. Shadow Moon is ugh. Hypothetically, you go to Ruby Life Pools, last boss, 1 minute to lust, and you have 6 minutes on the clock. Do you wait for the lust? 1 minute to lust? You certainly, if it's not up on the pull, you certainly wouldn't use it. But on that fight, you want to lust when they land. Am I missing juicy conversation? No. There's some dumb shit. My golf group is scheduled to play Bandon Dunes. Whoa. I mean, scheduled. What the? That's awesome. We've gone a stretch of 75-degree days here, and I managed to sneak out and play twice this week. That's awesome. Congrats. Yes, it's very warm here. It's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow. And keep going up. Lusting on pull of last boss is literally throwing. It's definitely not the right choice. Okay, Evoker. 12 to 18 months out that you have to schedule. That's awesome. Congrats. I don't even know a consistent 4 people who would golf, let alone that would travel all the way across the country to golf. Must be nice. Although I couldn't afford to do it anyway, so. You can see that on the spreadsheet, Sam, if you want to take a look. Block biddies, run some of the highest keys, and don't even have a lust. Huh. What even is a block biddy? I have no idea. Okay, halls we need really bad. What's the spreadsheet for? Documenting all the runs on my death knight. Bro, you actually comparing coordinated team to pugging low 20s? I don't think that's what's happening. I think you're confused. You're confused because he's further. He's even more confused than the last conversation. The conversation was not about having a bloodlust in the group. It was about lusting at the right time. They're using drums if they don't have a bloodlust in the group, and that's the same situation regardless. You still would not lust on the pull. Well, there you go. 24 Shadow Moon. Another go at the court. Have you played the Pally this season? Yep, yeah, we did about, I think it was like 4 or 5 streams of Paladin. I was going to do it more, but if we can get to 20 or 3K, I might do further, but right now I got a little bit of a taste of progression again, so. You use lust at the start of the key and 1 at the end still? What do you mean? Yeah. Not getting invites, so. Ruby life pools, that's one we do need. When you go to Ruby Lightpool's last boss, 1 minute to lust. Wait, what? Why'd you post it again? Lust has a 10-minute cooldown. That's correct. I don't understand. I'm fucking lost. I cannot even understand half the conversations. Is it enjoyable watching your point of views and takes on things? It isn't. Is it? It is, I guess. I've been able to take into account when tanking, and it's helped me be successful. That's awesome, man. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Can you show talents? I'll show them. Yeah, just take a screenshot real quick. There's varying uses of lust. You can lust to get an extra use of lust and make the key faster, or you can save lust for something that you're scared that will wipe or break the key. Yep. I think Eric is thinking Mythic Plus is like old heroic dungeons where they last 15 minutes, so you can use lust at the start and last boss. Yeah, I have no idea. I hate running my own key. I get way more tilted when people troll it. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't do mine. Slows our progress down, but keeps me sane. Healer just ran into an AV orb, then died, then left. That's the worst, yeah. I wasn't there. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Try to answer the questions as they come, so. I believe you always lost last boss, Ruby Lightpool's phase 2. Yeah, definitely. That's the hard part. It's hard for me to find groups though. Maybe my IO is too low. Maybe. I don't know. Could be a couple things. A lot of people signing up to these keys, I'm sure. Just how are you comparing lusting on Ruby to old heroic dungeons? Are you just like trolling at this point? 2730 on this tune. What key level are you looking for? You are lost. Okay, anyway, wait, what did I just sign up for? Oh, okay, Ruby Lightpools. 21 and 22. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a little low for that level, I think. 22 is probably going to be difficult to get invites, but should be fine. 21 should be fine. Feels like a Twilight Zone episode, yeah. I never watched one, but if they were confusing and going around in circles, then I would feel that way, yeah. I guess maybe I should just build my key up, but I don't find 21s and 22s hard yet, yeah. I'm an old WoW player and played Mythic Key and Legion as Blood Decay. Back then, I asked questions off of the old days to see the difference. Gotcha. Well, even in Legion, it's still... you would still try to maximize your bloodlust. It's not hard to limit break at the right time. Huh. The stream was punished for Metro saying he didn't understand people crawling in keys. When did I say that? You got all mad and were like, oh, come on, bro. Are you serious, bro? Stop comparing 20s to coordinated groups. He means Jambo. Jambo, stop doing that, bro. Classic Jambo. I thought you were saying you don't need Lust on the boss metro, just wipe down because some coordinated team doesn't run Lust in higher keys. Yeah, no doubt. That was probably one interpretation of all that. I'm being dragged through the mud. Yeah. What is going on with chat today? It's just like one guy who's just like confusing like everybody else in chat, and it's causing a lot of weird conversations. This stream my brain is spinning inside my skull and I am microwaving it to understand what is happening. Oh, cool. Chat is always like that. This is a lot different. Every streamer has that one troll or antagonizer. Nah, that's not what's happening. What is Spinbot's avatar? I can't tell. Oh, it's a curse frog from Diablo, or from Dark Souls. I bet Jambo lost first pull of court on Tyran and then tries to do it again at the end, yeah. Fucking noob. I thought it was a mushroom. Would explain a lot. So do you guys have like trees and stuff blooming near you? I'm really shocked that they're not blooming yet. It's mid-April. It's going to be 80. I'm shocked that nothing's blooming yet. I need to be high to further enjoy this combo. Yeah, it's just... That would help, I guess, yeah. My lemon tree is blooming nicely. Oh, you have a lemon tree, huh? How's that work? You have to squeeze, like, juice on it, or what? Why would you have to squeeze juice on it? What am I even saying? Why would you have to do that? It doesn't even make sense. Okay, is this guy coming? I think the chat rubbed off on you. We lost. Yeah, this affix week is actually easier than the last two IMO, and now it's just a pug affix throwing keys. Right, yeah, exactly. The last two keys were right out of that. Bro, you squeeze lemon juice on a regular tree. Then it's a lemon tree. Yeah, it's crafting 101. Squeeze juice, yeah. I had a lemon tree, but I squeezed apples on it, and now it's an apple tree. I don't think that's... It's not going to negate the lemon. You still have to add the apple. It's going to be lemon apple. Sounds like a pie. First pull of not good, and someone tab pulls an extra pack. At least they didn't lust. Wait, no, they probably... Yeah, they probably should have lusted. Yeah, what's this guy doing? Squeeze juice? I'm not backing down from that. Yeah, that's how you do it. I got irritated about one thing, and I'm trying to move on and not have a target on my back for every single thing I say. Alright, well, I apologize again. Didn't mean for you to feel that way, but... We did lust. I like lust on pull and not good. But I couldn't get aggro when mobs were spread out, LeMayo. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, is this guy coming? Offline. He did say he was relogging, but he's been offline, on and offline 3 times now. So give him 1 or 2 more minutes. Hey, we taunt on Prot Warrior. I'm watching archers snipe my team down and birds chasing the range and the war spears running and stabbing the range players. It was a bloodbath. Hey Metro, what are your stat weights looking like? As in, what's your mastery and verse looking like? Let's see. Mastery right now I have 37%. And verse I have 24%. Is the priest coming or sitting on Valdraken? It's a warrior, but he's gonna DC in the dungeon. I don't think it's a. He said he was relogging. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, at this point, I don't think he's going back. So, Real Legends kidney shot war spheres mid charge on 4 weeks. Oh yeah. Don't those mobs do that regardless of aggro? You can try to group the archers, but the bird and chargers do it anyway. Yeah, they do. Prop Pally, Prop Warrior, and Guardian Druid have AoE taunts, do they? Oh yeah, Guardian Druid still has one, don't they? I don't even know. Oh, look at that. One. Wait, what? That's a 3, that's why. I tried that a while ago. No healers. In low keys, it didn't work at all. This guy's still looking for a group. Our Boomkin didn't want to use Vortex on the pole to stop from being stabbed. Oh, that's bad use. How come you left and didn't just have them find another DPS? Because he was the key holder. Those first packs on not good. You need your team to help out the tank. You can stop your team dying if they don't help themselves. Yeah. Goddamn right about that, bro. Real Legends actually Shadow Dance and cheap shot every mob in the pack. Nice. Alright, so that guy that made the LFG filter made a new add-on. What was the add-on? I don't even know what the first add-on is. Pre-made group finder is the name. It's pretty nice. What does it do? For the first pack on not good, are you supposed to point them away from the rest of the group? Yeah, the cleave, you try to keep them away, but best to just try to keep it stationary, if anything. It's not easy to do, though. I throw out one bop on the first person who gets stabbed and sack the second person. Anything after that, my team can help themselves. Yeah, fair enough. I try to stand still, but then there's a demon hunter and rogue running around the mobs. Right, yeah, well, that's okay, so. Again, guys, part of tanking is going to be learning when you make a mistake and when somebody else made a mistake and just blamed you for it, so. You will need that ability to last in the pug scene as a tank. Because a lot of players out there, like in that last group, who are a little confused about what is and isn't happening at times. And I think it's also important to be able to differentiate between when a minor mistake was made by somebody else and a major mistake was made by somebody else. Like, in that case, you know, it can be said that I made a minor mistake running up that ramp. I won't necessarily agree that that is the case, but it could be said that. And I could find myself agreeing with it. But they made a major mistake by running into the enemies, and that is ultimately the problem. My minor mistake simply caused the group to be slightly split up. Not to wipe. But getting out ahead of those major mistakes is the way you pug. And the quicker you can figure that out in your own keys is quicker you'll be able to progress. I aspire to be as cool-headed as you. Well, if you do it as often and as long as I have, then you'll have to eventually come up. I wrote my pally friend because Shamis are squishy. Been trying brew and blood to get a feel for tanking. Sweet. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, when people try to be the tank instead of you, arguing about route, oh, that's just don't even credit that. Like, move on from that. Pick a healer? Yeah, what is that? I think it filtered my comment. Gotcha. One of my favorite moments in Mythic Plus is when I was in halls tanking and someone ran over me as the mobs did a frontal and then they immediately left. Oh god, yeah, see those are the types of ones you want to have recorded so we can all laugh at. There it is, one random comment from a first-time chatter. Now it's a Metro stream. I think a lot of those, Jambo, are people at different times. And so it sounds completely out of context now, but it makes you wonder if maybe he's like an hour behind and something got brought up before that makes more relevance. I saw the tank pull both void elementals in the beginning. Oh, I'm the group lead. Oh, gotcha. Nah, you can pick. It's up to you, man. That makes more sense. Should have said that. Pre-made group finder is awesome. More powerful than the default UI and more info than dungeon, Rio, and class. Gotcha. When someone tries to force their route on me before the key, I just leave. Well, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do somebody else's route. They're gonna end up making it worse, you know? Do any weak wars tell you the person's spec? I don't know. Wait, it's Shadow Moon, right? Support. My favorite Mythic Plus moment was when a tank pulled the first 3 in halls, and then the boss, and then the next 2, and then the next 2 immediately after, and wondered why I was out of mana. The first 3 in hall. Wait, how did you skip the? I'm confused. Wait, I mean, yeah. Pre-made group finder will say what spec they are. Getcha. I wish portals had a Mythic Plus section so I didn't have to search for each portal in my spellbook. Yeah, no doubt. There's an add-on or a weak aura for that too, I think. Can you tell what someone's spec is before starting the key? I guess with that add-on or whatever. Being able to adapt to a multitude of routes is a good thing, especially the higher keys you push. Well, certainly, of course. It is definitely a good thing. I like the checkboxes for the dungeons, and it shows the specs in the LFG instead of just the class colors. Nice. The solution is simple. Only invite healers that never need to drink. Right, in terms of the mana thing, like, yeah, realistically, if we're talking about going 4 packs without drinking, that's probably a little bit unfortunately on your fault, on your end. Especially this week, like, there's not really any way to stop, so the spiteful mobs are gonna string you along, you know, that you'll never get out of combat. You should be able to hover over the checkbox on details to see the spec. Well, they would have to be on details, right? Or no, not yet. Okay, as long as you're in the group with them, yeah, good call. I thought they would have to actually appear on the chart. That's the best when you have a tank pull crazy and it's spiteful, so they just chain pull and you can never get mana. I mean, yeah, realistically, that's just the affix, though, you know? You can't really stop every other pack and drink. The spitefuls just make it too difficult. Tree-made group finder add-on is brilliant. Finally got it the last few days. Sweet. So what you're saying, I can get rid of the dungeon, Rio, and class weak aura and just get that add-on? Is that what you're saying? True, you just gotta try to drink when you can. Yep, and use mana pots and stuff, like whatever you can, you know? Just play Night Elf. Yeah, there you go. Night Elf. If you can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. It more than replaces Rio in class? Okay, I'll try to remember. I try to drink before spiteful spawn so I can get some drink is before I get stuck in combat. Gotcha. I interrupted nothing. Sweet. It's a great week to push IMO. Gotcha. It's certainly an easy week for the tank. Or beg Blizzard to bring back mana seasonal effects, but that ship has sailed. Okay, let's head over.
This was
5, 4,
Eternal rest.
Just missed the Hall's 20 by 19 seconds. Damn.
Rivers of the damned
Sorry to hear that.
rise.
Spiteful's do damage to DPS and healers, it seems. That's correct. They don't pick tanks. PGF is nice too because you can filter out regions. Oh, really? Wah. We all know which region we are filtering out. The nether regions. That's why I love being a tank, because being able to avoid boss mechanics that target DPS and healers as well as affixes that do is amazing. Sweet.
Leave this place, outsider. It will be your final resting place.
Does it rhyme with Dagnaros? I just like being abused by the mobs and not caring. You're into that, huh? Fair enough. We made group filter, so are you saying there's 2 add-ons that I need? Some people pain equals pleasure, yeah. Also, like, it's an add-on for the add-on. Oh god, that's confusing. Also, like being the best Mythic Plus healer in the game as Blood Death Knight. Yep. Alright, so let's see. This fight's very dangerous. If we kill the boss, we should upgrade the key, I think.
Beware.
Spirit, heed my command.
I'm done with this Q simulator. Alright, see, buddy. Just saw 24. This healer check is going to be gnarly. Yeah, so far, so good. Evoker certainly is capable of doing this type of healing. And this guy's almost 3.1k, so. Pre-made group filter works with pre-made group finder. Nice, I'll pick that up. Oh, cool. What happened? Why am I dying? Best healer in the game is Sanguine. Definitely. You're right, actually.
4,
No one's beaten Sanguine.
2,
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
I know you don't want to run it. Oh yeah, I won't be taking AMZ, but... Is it a great dungeon? Where would you even use it? This boss, I guess, but that's about it. Really, can I recruit Sanguine for Mythic Raz? No. Lies, if you grip them out of Sanguine as a DK, there's no healing for Sanguine. Why am I dying? Famous last words. Not today. Can you AMS the Eclipse? Probably, but it does an enormous amount of damage. I don't think you even want to. What do you think the best healer class is at the moment? You mean like in a vacuum? I have no idea. I only know what the best healer is for me, and that's been Evoker this season. Invoker and Shaman. AMZ on Storm Boss and not good. You're talking about Shadowman. Druid, Evoker, Shami in some order. Here, the following trash packs: the double blueberries, Well, the problem with that is a lot of those you won't be able to properly stack in. Puddles on third boss. That's not needed. That's only high damage for the ranged.
Spirit, heed my command.
I think a lot of those are just like rotational damage. Not really useful having a defensive CD for them. Best healer for Mythic Plus, Sanguine. Time dilation for an evoker as blood decay is amazing. I can pull big and not get slapped a bunch while I build up my runic power. Sure, yeah. The kit's really good for blood decay. Time dilation as a brewmaster is double stagger. There you go. You can stack for this boss's Dark Whispers, and that's the most well, no, I agree. This fight is definitely a good place to have it. If it wasn't quaking. This is gonna heal, right? Yep.
Beware.
That's the key? Question mark? Yep. I don't even know how that guy died. Let's AMS it and see what happens. Yeah. Hit for 500k with AMS up, so you're not going to survive that no matter what you do. What makes it heal? The ad not getting killed in time. This guy can just die and be good shadow melt, but this fight is actually hard. I don't know, somebody just died. I mean, what happened? Still timeable though? Not anymore. I don't. Do you really think you can time it after wiping to the first boss? I know it's a lenient key, but I don't know about that. A long run back. Fight is a heal check, basically. It was, and that guy was meeting it, no problem. How do you feel about Vengeance? Hardest one to play personally. I haven't played it in months, or years. I've heard it's very weak defensively. Well, no, obviously we're not doing it with 4 people, but you think with 5 people we can still upgrade it? I don't know. I'd be shocked by that, but maybe. Okay, 5 to span straight. That's 4, I guess, today. One of them yesterday. How many vault slots do you have? I have no idea. Time to break the span streak. Yeah, hopefully. 100% still upgraded if the rest of the dungeon went well. Really? Okay, let's see. We can find one that will finish. Prop Pally can fear the ad below 30% and it just dies. How cool. But who says it would have went well? I mean, even if it, I don't think it's upgradable. Hey man, big fan of your depletes. Okay. I have a 23 court if you want in. But it's on my brewmaster. I mean, I do want in, but I'm only able to tank, so if people are tired after 4 months, then just wow. ... Daiko, long time no see. Addons was able to execute the ad, but they changed it. Oh, did they change it? Is that you? Doesn't look like it. They didn't change it, it still works. Gotcha.
Man dancing, will never stop the support. Hope you are fine, greatest streamer I know.
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. I was on a business trip. Sorry for not being able to watch. Hey, no problem, buddy. 12 € back again. Thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope your trip went well. Haven't you played with that evoker before? The name seems so familiar. Useless evoke? Probably. Gets to a point where you start seeing the same people, you know? Daiko changed their icon? Yeah, they changed it like a week ago or something. Hey Metro, good day. Hope you had some good keys. Sweet. Welcome. How you doing? Man dancing has wounded me deeply. Yes.
Charmed.
You better donate again so you can heal your stream boss. Okay, another court. Here we go. Praise be man dancing. Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for all the support, we'd be in trouble. What's going on here? Guess we'll do that later. It was my 18-year-old account. You sit in the queue longer now as people prefer paladins, do they? Cobdova, what's up, buddy? What's this? Everyone wants a prop pally now, like they only wanted warriors before. I get plenty of invites. Core stars take 3. Yeah, here we go. As long as we lust on the boss. The last group went really well, other than that. That fucking holy priest though, man. I'm just shocked people invite holy priests. This guy's actually Dick's priest. Okay, so cool. Let's see that.
I don't fully understand this. Man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, meme, dancer.
Thanks a lot. $2 from Cobdova. Dick's priest is pretty good. Yeah, they just got buffed too, didn't they? Let us see it.
5.
Is holy priest bad? I would say so, yeah.
2, 1.
Love me Dick's priest. Yep. It's pretty good with the spec. Those emojis are sexist. Hello? What's up? Savitra, welcome. Isn't Dick's Priest good with Blood DK? It has been, historically, yeah. Holy Priest bad? How the mighty have fallen, yeah. Why is Holy Priest bad? Doesn't have an interrupt, big one. Holy Priest had 1 season to shine, and it was really only for,
Tonight the nobles have gathered in honor of the Grand Magistrates.
It was really only for PI or whatever.
Our spies report that Elisande herself will attend. This presents a rare opportunity to catch her away from her source of power.
Druid is that kind of player?
We'll
Yep.
take a side entrance to the grounds.
Playing fucking feral.
My eyes are watching the front.
I wanted to tank and start learning. I quickly realized most WoW friends just wanted me as a body and Mythic Plus as DPS.
Man dancing, likes Metro's community. I wish us all an awesome stream, and I really want to say you are all awesome. Always believe in yourself. I do.
Very inspirational message. Thank you very much, man. Another €12. Very, 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 very much appreciated.
You'll want to disable their arcane beacons and keep the sentries from raising the alarm.
And I wasted my interrupt on that, so charging station does get kicked. Good. Metro charge smash this druid. Yeah, he's actually bombed in. Do you still enjoy Dragonfly? Yes. Death Strike the Druid? I wish.
3, 2,
Actually, I was able to get that one. My Hero, what's up? Any long time to see what you've been up to. Never played this expansion from season 1 till the end on season 2. Will the item level increase or something? Yeah, it's gonna increase it. If I could describe Mythic Plus with a song, it'd be "You're So Bad" by Tom Petty. Oh yeah. I believe in all of you. Thanks, Metro. Hey, Dyka, thanks, man. I'm glad that you enjoy everything here so much. Glad to hear it. New stream boss? Looks like it, yeah. Oh wow, I need to stop that. Is that just dead time? Like, I don't even know. You are just nice, for real. It's so nice. I can't describe it in English. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I don't necessarily feel worthy of all the praise, but I'm glad that you feel that way, for sure. Camera control in court is a skill in itself, yeah.
New stream boss. Man dancing.
Oh,
Woman
nice.
with bunny ears. Dancer. Place of worship. Place of worship. Place of worship. Place of worship. Place of worship.
Actually, Cubdova did not successfully become the stream boss. Instead, it's going to be one of the next donations.
Keep it going.
Enlu with 200 Swedish krona, I think that is. Is that what NOK is? Alright. It's a little sloppy, but we got it. 19 USD. Sweet, thanks a lot, man. Norwegian? Oh, that's right, my bad.
Thanks for making work more tolerable with your streams. Have on me. Man dancing. Man dancing.
Have on me. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it when we're there. Again, yeah. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. This has been a very trying time in my life financially, so I'm really glad to still have your support after all this time. You excited for Underrot? Yeah, I like Underrot. I was supposed to say have one on me. Yeah, fair enough. I like I mind control it. That's interesting. It's not tossed around. It's not tossed around. Is being invested into better content. You could go work for Blizzard and develop the frontal. I used to think working for Blizzard would be a dream job, but I definitely would never do it again nowadays. Soon you'll compete with Asmongold? Sweet.
No trespassers allowed! Beware.
I started in Shadowlands, so my experience with BFA dungeons are leveling, so I don't have the best opinion of them. Ah, yeah, fair enough. They're good. Those dungeons are very good, the two that are coming. Hey, Metro Postal Dave, what's up, buddy? Welcome. An overdose on man dancing, yeah. It's again Dyke over. Another 12 euro coming up. And Jerm Beck as well, thanks a lot, man. Enlu and all the other donations. Much appreciated. You could grope wherever you want at Blizzard. Yeah, I'm not looking to do that. I'd rather work at a company that actually values its employees.
Man dancing is do the dance of his life today. Greatness of Metro is unbelievable. You have such a great soul.
Thank you very much, man. Really don't feel like I deserve all the praise, but I'm really glad that you feel that way. Come do blacktop with me? Oh, is that what you do? I lost my soul to a demon hunter who soul cleaved me IRL. Where do you work? Where do you at? Dan Mansing is the name of man dancing. I had an interview with Blizzard. Unfortunately, they don't pay near enough. Right, exactly. Very little pay. I talked to Caden and he said they had to live with like 3 or 4 employees just to be able to make rent. If you're like a top echelon at Blizzard, it's probably great, but gaming company pay is bad compared to big tech companies. Oh, really? Working on one of the big game companies is not a good idea. That's a cancer culture. I don't want to work anywhere, but I did just get invited to playtest for Riot. Oh, that's cool. I couldn't imagine going to school and learning how to code and getting $20 an hour for it. I don't realize that little. Feels like Riot is Blizzard, but 10 years ago. Why? They're doing well, you mean? Didn't they lose a Ghostcrawler? Blizzard 10 years ago was harassing their employees. Well, Blizzard 20 years ago was doing that too. I mean, they both like certain things, so really. Yeah, I will see the end of coders. That would be good. Make a game a lot easier.
Watch out up here. I've heard tell of a demonic council that draws strength from one another. This bond must be broken. Explore the area and find a way to separate the council members. Divided.
I guess Ghostcrawler emailed once and replied, it was neat. Oh yeah.
5, 4.
Did the mage just use that blue pulsing lotus AoE? Yeah, that's the talent. Jesus, those tigers just one-shot people, do they? From the critically acclaimed documentary Tiger King, is that what you mean? Wait, is it always the same fucking items every week? I guess I never realized. Putting the same items every time we've done this. They're different? Oh, really? It's been the exact same 3 dungeons in a row, but I guess it's just a coincidence. Do we still not have this fucking thing? Nope. As a monk, I'm always looking for that yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one is so powered. The AI still needs to be coded, right? You're right. Let's just do this. We're back in this situation. That was kind of weird.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
I like being in an industry that can't be taken over by AI. Yeah, right.
Beware.
Or people that just don't even try to line of sight. I don't really understand. This is the second group that doesn't line of sight. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think people just literally don't know that you can use the house. No, you can use the house. I mean, I could, yeah, but it doesn't mean they can't line of sight. They didn't even try, dude. They just stood still. I'm an engineer, and some of the older guys think our job could be done by robots when it's literally all math. Oh yeah. Crazy cat lady lives in that house. Oh, really? The healer that tilts me on a 23. And cool thing about AI is that it can assist in almost any work field. Nice. I'm in cybersecurity, and the AI stuff is usually a ton of false positives. What does that mean? Dude, Metro, there's a cat in that house. Is there really? Oh, yeah, look at that. What is that, for an achievement? My friend found it last night after our key. That's fun. We want robots to take our jobs, then you can just relax. Yeah, then what you'll do? Then what will you do for work? Metro, you can go in and pet it. Sorry, not right now. Hive mind mount. What about it? AI breach alerts, usually false alerts. Gotcha. Cat house, what the heck? Call the key and pet the good boy. Pet the cat. Okay. So imps next. This is so fucking scary to think right here. What do we do? Whatever you want. That's the beauty. Work for yourself instead of a paycheck. Nice. There's another pat, right? No, we're good. Would you stay in a group if one of the players started to berate you? No. That's the one time I would ever leave if people were berating me. Beware. Are you going to upload some golf videos? Hopefully, yeah. I don't have as much time as I used to make them, though. They take a lot of time to make. The golf videos take like 6 times longer than any WoW video.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
So wait, do we have somebody who can do this mechanic? I don't even know.
What are you waiting for? Check out that noise.
Is it Warlock or can Demon Hunter do it? Demon Hunter can do it? Okay. Someone was playing golf in a public park and hit a kid. Oh wow.
You have a look over there.
What are you doing? What is going on in this fucking game? Oh my god, man. Can we just have a fucking group of 5 people who pay attention for the whole run? Okay, somehow that didn't completely fuck us.
Beware. Beware. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
How are these people able to get this IO? I really don't know. I think like people don't know they're fighting an enforcer. Am I doing something that other people aren't by pulling a lot of trash with the enforcers? Because this happens all the time. Like all the basic things that you would need to know about an enforcer don't get done whenever we fight them with other trash. I think that's what's happening. Like they just don't know that we just fought an enforcer right there. Just same reason that nobody tried to line of sight on the last pack either. Is this even gonna work now? Like I don't even know how this works now. It's panic? I mean that's pretty severe panic. I usually do them solo. So you guys think it's like most people aren't doing them with other trash? I've only seen enforcer solo, really. That might be it. I think even most pugs always pull the enforcers by themselves. Yeah, it's so easy to do. They don't do anything. You just line of sight.
4, 3, 2.
That seems kind of slow, doesn't it? I do them with trash. No reason to solo them. Solo is definitely not the way to go in higher keys. Yeah, I didn't think so. I only pull trash onto them when they're convenient. Yeah. It mostly depends on spawn location. No doubt. Yeah. There'll be somewhere you can't get it stuff. So all of them is just a waste of time. Well, a lot of these people are wasting time as well by spawning a fucking NPC while we're fighting one already, so... I guess it doesn't even matter, this key's not time.
Who needs henchmen?
Just end it right now. That was peak pug gold right there, and that was 23. You'd see something like that on a 13 and we make a video about it, and it just happened on a 23. You think it's timeable? We still need a bunch of count. I don't think so. I think people soloing them because the key timer is pretty forgiving. Metro, have you been enlightened? Let me enlighten you. This is the way I pray. Living just isn't hard enough. See, that fucking knockback is not good. You might even want to make a video out of that. Yeah.
Mortal flesh, so pretty when it burns.
Beware.
It's just so dangerous. We have solar beam this time. Ah, everybody's dead. No idea. So we can try to get. Yeah, that's alright. Anyway, no idea why I was playing at a public park. Yeah, that's weird. I wish I had a video of the guy hitting the kid. That is really weird. That barrier was so early. Oh, really? We got killed by the affix. What does that mean? Quaking sucks on that boss? No doubt. My favorite is when people knock back. Yeah, well, that's... The knockback is really bad, honestly. Hell Orb is available. Yeah, so it is usable. Oh, by Priest as well. Can you go pet the cat now? Sure. There's actually a bunch of cats. What the fuck? Oh, I'm in combat now. What happened? How do people still mess this up? It's a 6-year-old dungeon. Well, wait, what do you mean? Mess what up? Cats are part of the hive mind mount. From wait, I don't know. That was a BFA mount, was it? This is the content we want. Maybe the cat is trying to fight you, yeah. Your courts do not look fun. Never had problems on the second boss. That's the hard boss, so. Explosive is gone. Volcanic is back. Whoa, really? There was like multiple cats in there, yeah. What is going on with their formatting? Some people didn't even play Legion. As we continue to watch everybody play Mythic Plus on the PTR and take in your feedback, we wanted to share some additional changes to this week's PTR. Our changes this week aim to further and lessen the impact on Mythic affixes, or on fixes on Mythic Plus dungeon gameplay, and match our more challenging affixes to later Keystone levels as players progress through the system. In addition to the changes above, we've also reviewed the impact of our affixes and made some tuning adjustments with the goal of lessening their overall impact on dungeon gameplay. Explosive will be retired and replaced by Volcanic. That's surprising. Incorporeal beings now fade away from combat when non-incorporeal beings have ended. That's a good one. Entangling snare has been reduced to 30%. That's a lot more fair. Entangling now is a visual indicating the maximum range and is a distinct sound cue when applied to players. And Afflicted Soul's health no longer scales after Keystone level 20. Yeah, what is that S symbol? I still don't get it. Spiteful Shade's melee damage is reduced by 10%. Spiteful Shade's health and damage no longer scale after Keystone level 20. That's strange. Raging now grants creatures immunity to crowd control effects for 20 seconds. Oh, that's only reaching 30% health. Was 50% increased damage done. Wait, what? They just nerfed the fuck out of Raging. What the fuck? That's like the biggest change. They flipped when you get the affix now. The 7s stay 7, but the 4s are 14s. Yeah, you're right. That's strange. Nerfed? You mean buffed? No, nerfed. Right? Am I reading it wrong? Raging now grants creatures immunity to crowd control effects for 20 seconds upon reaching 30% health. Was 50% increased damage done. Why? Who CCs anything? What is that? Is that a problem? Does that mean you can't interrupt them, I guess, maybe? So they don't do any more damage. They just can't be stunned. That's like a massive nerf. Bolstering no longer increases the health of affected creatures. This is crazy. Sanguine, Ichor Puddles last for 12 seconds, was 20 seconds. Well, people kept asking for them to remove affixes, so there you go. And yeah, so then they just got rid of Explosive and they were returning Volcanic, which is kind of a strange choice to return that one of all of them, but... So now, yeah, so these... Yeah, and they swapped the 9s. What did they change on Entangling? The snare has been reduced to 30% from 50, and it now has a visual and sound cue. Oh, this is... I thought this was like a... Why does it look like this? While we feel the change to bring affixes online at 7 to 14, we also want to ensure that the right level of challenge is coming online at the 7 and 14. With that said, we feel our current 7 affixes have a larger impact on the moment-to-moment gameplay. Oh, it's fixed. I have decided to switch to levels that our keystone affixes come online. That's interesting. I think affixes had 2 scales, difficulty and timer, and they really want to fix this to not increase the timer. That's a good... Yeah, I like your thought process there. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up and use the bathroom, and then we'll get some more keys real quick. Wait, did we even add this? I didn't even put this in the spreadsheet. You think it's gonna be easier than season 1? I don't know about that. These affixes are still hard, dude. They're nerfing, like, I'm not sure you've fully read a lot of this. I love how they decided that balancing explosive is too hard. It's because the community just, like, won't ever let something be difficult, you know? Can't possibly make an affix that the healer has to do something on. Yeah, I told you, Metro, in a few weeks we have to patch. A lot will change. Yeah, you were right. Alright, anyway, we gotta add this to the list. Removing explosive was a massive beta move on Blizzard's part. Here we go again. I missed you, man. Couldn't watch for the last few streams. Well, sweet buddy, what have you been up to? Hope everything's good for you. I don't think this many nerfs was needed. Hope you're not angry at me. I'm definitely not angry at you. I mean, some of the nerfs were needed for sure. Like, what do you think is the biggest nerf in there? The raging and the raging change to raging and bolstering changes. Those were not needed, but the rest of the stuff was definitely needed. Explosive just wasn't gonna work. It seems people just won't let it be. Those were definitely not needed, but. See it, explosive. Rip bozo. I'm actually gonna miss explosive, to be honest, but yeah. I'm doing okay. 2 weeks, no work was nice, but been feeling a bit mixed. Some days very bad, but right now, good. Well, good. To live in the good moments and try to move out of the bad moments as fast as we can. I hated raging weeks. Raging was very difficult as a tank. So that's like a wild nerf to that affix. It's almost like they need to change the name. It should just be called Inspired again, probably, or something. Explosive is just hard to design because of the polarity of the specs. Either you're going to make DPS happy or the healer happy. I mean, explosive worked fine for years. I really don't see the issue. With no seasonal affix, these nerfs might be needed. That's what I'm saying. This is certainly going to be a harder season than the current one. I wasn't at work holidays right now, and I work at school, so lots of holidays. Also, I only work 18 hours right now for health reasons. Yeah, he's just fucking around. Bolstering change is probably the one with the biggest impact. Yeah, that's wild. Now bolstering is like one of the easiest affixes. It doesn't do anything. Slightly increases their damage, I guess. Explosive has been tolerated. I remember the start of BFA when calling for the HP nerfs to make it global. I do remember that, yeah. That was mostly because they did a bad job with the stat squish, though. Bolstering change is good. It's bad to have weeks where you can't play high keys. I mean, people are still going to find reasons that that's going to be the case, though, no matter what they change. You can always play high keys. Like I actually brought up to you, I think really... Blizzard's not going to do this, but I really think if everybody just looked up like their own score based on the affixes as their progression instead of just the flat score, everybody would be a more competitive player. Because this whole like I'm taking weeks off of the game because they're too hard is like it's just kind of crazy. That's fucking backwards to me. So. They gave all affixes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They should have a weekly score. There should be a weekly score. I don't care if they're going to do 200% damage when they're dead, yeah. No thundering to me seems like it's already going to be easier. No, because thundering is a buff, right? But, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The new affixes they're adding are quite hard. Like, they're quite mechanically complicated compared to the old ones. Thundering in a group of monkeys is really frustrating. It was, especially in the beginning. I've always seen it this way. You can push every week if you want to, but people don't like challenge and they just want easy keys. Right, they just want the easiest way to get score possible when that's not the purpose of affixes, you know what I mean? So it's really the score letting the system down because the system is meant to be challenging. There's some inequitability between the challenges. And because the score only cares about Ford or Tyrannical and not the actual affixes, it creates this uneven playing field where people feel like it's a waste of their time to be challenged, you know what I mean? It's just not like... Again, we always go back to sports, but it'd be like not going to golf because it's raining. Well, it's going to be slightly harder to play golf today than when it's sunny out, so I just won't go. Not really a competitive mindset. Kind of sad these people don't enjoy playing a game, I feel, because they see any difficulty and stop playing. Well, I wouldn't take it that far, but I mean, it makes sense, like, you know. It's just the score. The score is just super flawed. Like, it's just deeply flawed in how it works. It should be in the game. It really should never. Basically, like, you know, it started as a third-party website and Blizzard couldn't ignore it any longer, so they had to pretty much take it. Oh yeah, it's certainly better than it has been. That's my point. That was my original point in this conversation. It got better every expansion, and yet people still say there's push weeks and weeks that are dead. You know what I mean? It's like literally every season gets slightly better, and it's still a problem. Tying a fix to score would be smart. Yeah, I think it'd be really smart. You don't even have to get rid of the current score. You can just have a second score. That's what I've been recommending for years. Could have weekly score underneath total score. I think it makes sense for Blizzard to remove affixes people find annoying if it was leading to people take breaks from the game. The problem is they can't remove affixes total, and people will just shift their blame to new affixes now that they removed those current ones that you're talking about. It's a fool's errand, really. At some point you have to just draw the line in the sand. This is the content. If you want to play it, here it is. You know what I mean? If people don't want to play it, they don't want to be challenged, they don't want difficulty, then they're playing the wrong system. I mean, kind of true, there will always be a worse week. Yep, no matter what. Even if it's fucking volcanic, every single week people will be like, well, but explosive, but raging sucks now, you know? So the delta has shrunk every time, though, I think, and it still continues to be a problem for people. 1 year later, they're going to complain about Afflicted. Well, to be honest, the new affixes are way harder than any other affixes in the game, so... What is the total pool of them now? I'm trying to figure out, because it looks like they just got rid of an affix or something. I didn't fully understand what I was looking at. Oh, no, yeah, okay, so this is... Okay, yes and no. So, yeah, but so this is totally fucked, don't you think? Do you really think Afflicted and Incorporeal are the same level as Volcanic? That's so fucked. That is so fucked. Those are not even remotely similar difficulty. They need to rework Volcanic, honestly. They honestly should make Volcanic into Explosive. They should make Volcanic a thing that you have to kill, and then it'll stop shooting out volcanoes. It's the only way to solve this. Entangling plus Spiteful is abysmal. I don't know about that. We'll see. People are telling me Entangling is like the easiest one, and it's only hard because you can't see it. So we'll find out if that's true. Harder content equals more dopamine. I suppose so, yeah. It's an interesting thing to study. I wonder what the ratio of difficulty to dopamine release is for optimum play. What if Volcanic you actually have to run over it? That's what I was thinking, yeah. It's not, well, a little bit different than what I thought, but to stop it from doing group-wide damage. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. They're reworking Storming to spank me and steal my lover. Wait, what? The only thing I heard that makes Entangling hard is it's hard to see. Right, exactly. I just said that. Like the Fel Orb in Upper Kara, that's neato. Volcanic should shoot lava on the ground. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Probably tough to study. Some people get tons of dopamine from clicking a cookie. Oh, yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably not the same for everybody, right? Hey, Ruby Life Pools. Re-rollers, what does that mean? It means he's trying to like bait better players than like players who don't actually need that dungeon for score. They just need an easy dungeon that they could finish in time so they can change their key to something else. Which I don't understand how that's all of a sudden become a meta thing to do, but harder content is just better. I think the scaling is really good in terms of journeying from a 2 to a 20. I agree. I do agree with that for sure. Metro, here comes Turbo, lame comment of the day. I think you'd love Valheim. I think I would too. Yeah, I looked into it a while ago. Tell me why you think I would love it. Nordic stuff, building, and chill vibes. Gotcha. Is it like entirely freeform? You can build whatever you want, wherever you want? My deal breaker nowadays, dude, is it moddable? That's the big, like, I will not play a game that's not moddable besides WoW. WoW is the only game I will play that is not moddable at this point. This is Ruby Life Pools 22 now. Valheim has a sophisticated combat system for what it is. Oh, yeah. It's not moddable, but you can use debug mode and spawn in stuff if you just want to chill and build. Oh, okay. Yeah, moddable is like mandatory. If I'm going to invest in any game, it's got to be moddable. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, Minecraft is moddable, yep. It is moddable. Oh, really? DayZ is the goated survival experience. Oh, still people play DayZ? I did not know people still play that. Like the amount of hours I put into Diablo 2 over the last year, simply because it's moddable. Like I would not even touch Diablo 3 or really even Diablo 4 at this point. It's such a better game when you could tweak things that you're not super in love with. Like obviously WoW can't be played in a moddable state like that, but if I could make small adjustments to things to make the game more fun, I would spend more time doing that than actually playing it, you know? You're D2ing Tristram runs? Well, I don't know anything about the game. I just started playing it and found out that like the game is like unbelievably deep for what it is. And then I found out it was moddable, and it's like, okay, that's the game I'll play a lot. DayZ is actually more popular than ever. That's crazy. New affix changes look good. Yep, we looked at them on stream. Have you played Project Diablo 2? Is that for the original Diablo 2? See, I've not ever played Diablo 2 before the remaster. And I only even played it because I saw how the Necromancer worked, and I was like, oh, that's pretty close to what I would want to see from a Necromancer, so I decided to buy the game. Then how about Mountain Blade? Yeah, I played Mountain Blade a bunch, but I never modded it. I know that there was a lot of mods when I did play it. I played the Game of Thrones mod or whatever it was called. Clash of Kings, I think it was called. I never played the... I bought the new Mountain Blade, but I never even really played it. I think I just refunded it because I just didn't have time to play it. It's a game that you could just spend hours and hours on, and I just don't have time for that kind of game right now. Crusader Kings 2, that's another game that I did a lot of modding. That's the same way. You can just play for like 8 hours a day and not feel like you lost any time at all. I started man dancing when I saw explosive being removed. You have a thing for characters linked to death, definitely, yeah. You should check out the original Diablo 2. There's just no incentive for me to do it. Like the new game is so pretty and visually stunning, and I can literally do whatever I want with the mods. Like I can just take whatever concepts the old mods have and add it to the new game, you know? It's just that those old mods don't have any incentive to do that themselves, which I don't blame them for, but I don't see any reason for me to. Okay, so I don't see any reason for me to play the old game over the new game. This guy still has not invited a player. Wait, what happened? Oh, he just kicked me. What? Well, that is it for me. Good luck with the rest of the keys. Alright, stupid. There's no possible way I could play something that looks that bad. Exactly, yeah, the Diablo 2 graphics, the original ones, are not good. I think DayZ maintains a player base because it provides an experience you can't get anywhere else. What is that experience? It's super moddable and also gets updates regularly. Oh, that's cool. It's this guy, like, I don't even understand. He's just trolling, I guess? Metro, you like my conspiracy that they intentionally delayed unholy buffs for after the MDI? No. If they did that, they would have did it weeks ago, no? Like, what would the incentive be to wait this long after the MDI if you thought that was why they did it? MDI finals were a week or two ago? Were they? Either way, the MDI doesn't actually play on the same realm list that we play on, so they could change whatever they want on either realm and it not interfere with the other one. Like, I remember, I think it was Legion. The arena tournament was playing a different expansion. That guy's waiting for 3,200 players to sign up. I just don't, like, you're not gonna double. I mean, like, what are you talking about? His highest key is a 24 and he wants to double upgrade the key? I don't get it. Twenty realms are now live realms. They use whatever patch is live. Well, they don't have to, is my point. The experience is the survival aspect. It's really in-depth and there's a lot of weird niche stuff. Like, you can get the Call of Duty experience from Battlefield, but can't get DayZ experience from Rust. Oh, I see. I've heard that yeah, I remember even back when we first started playing it, like, people said the physics of the game was unmatched. Like, unbelievably good. Well, I guess we're not getting score today. No keys listed that we need. They just did another movement update recently. Only thing is cars. Do not use them in DayZ because you will probably get teleported around and freak out. We have a clip on Ace Games TV about helicopters from back in the day. It's fucking has like 1 million views. It's funny. Vehicles in DayZ always seem like super unique. Wait, oh, are they? Wait, I'm confused. Armor 2. DayZ was a mod for Arma 2, wasn't it? What's it, its own game now? Is that what you're talking about? God, I feel bad for whoever made Arma 2. So they just stole all the proprietary tech from it, or did the company just make its own game? Have you done 23 knockhood? Nope, I haven't done any 23 consider. Why do you have it? Metro, your video was so funny. I'm usually just being very obtuse about my Demon Hunter opinions, and there's people in the comments fully agreeing. It's hilarious, right? I mean, you're not wrong about it. The movement is not needed. Like, it just puts them in positions that they can't win. They over move, you know what I mean? Oh, cop. That's a bit noisy for me, honestly. Looking at these affixes, I actually think the worst combo is Entangled Spiteful. Yeah, that one's definitely going to be bad, obviously. Momentum Demon Hunter requires so much spatial awareness. It's definitely... Yeah. Yes, I agree. I've heard this. And unfortunately, a lot of the players playing Demon Hunter do not have that. So that's what we've been talking about really a lot with them. You know, I don't even know now. Let's take a look. I don't think one of them's a word, is it? It's not even a word, yeah. Spatial is not, with a C is not even a word. I don't get the Demon Hunter. I don't get Demon Hunter. The class with almost no buttons plays a spec that takes one away. I thought maybe spatial with the C was referring to outer space or something. Demon Hunter has a lot of buttons. Nice. Does any class? I feel like every class has a lot of buttons now with the talents, right? You could take a dozen new. What's going on here? You could take a dozen new active spells, right? It's in the general tab of the spell book. What is? I don't think Demon Hunter has that many. Everybody has a lot, right? Chest. What does that look like? How do you get 3 chests that dungeon? Demon Hunter is annoying because you have to collect orbs. I hate orbs. Spatial is when you get a charcoal mask in space. Yeah, there you go. Spend way too much time not in Azure Plains. I don't know what I'm doing. People heard that meme that Demon Hunter has 2 buttons, which was true 5 years ago, and just repeat it every time someone mentions the class. Well, it's never been true. That's the thing. Like, never has a class ever had 2 buttons at any point. Even when leveling, like level 1, the character has more than 2 buttons. Every spec in the game's rotation is relatively thin, but there's always a million other things to consider besides just your rotation. Cries and Brewmaster, oh why? Insane amount of buttons. I've heard that, but most of them sound like they're just DPS spells, honestly. I had to look at the talent tree the other day, and I really don't feel like there would be that. I think there's a lot of spells that just aren't needed. God, this music is so good. I accidentally went to Camp Antonitis and the music stopped. No. Well, I guess we're going to be staying there for the rest of the day. Sorry, but not much I can do, really. What's your key? Yeah, mine's a key I could do. Not good, but way too volatile of a landscape for me to want to do it, honestly. And not good is really not the dungeon I was targeting today. Does WoW let you hop in the PTR and do a key with Entangled? No, nothing like that. You can, well, you can make custom combos, yeah, but not like change the spawn rate or something. Bro, Brew is no joke. I didn't think it was, yeah. Valdraken in music and Meadows Valheim track are on my video gaming playlist. Nice. Yeah, the in music is amazing. Me and you have the same anxiety about listing our keys? Yeah, mine is like completely crippling. Like I will not. I don't know why. I feel the same way about like things in like real life too, though, frankly. Like if I had some destructive relative or something like that, I would never even consider lending him my car or something, you know what I mean? Well, that's probably not the best example, but like I wouldn't even like let somebody that I believe to be destructive touch my phone or something like that, you know what I mean? It'd be cool to run a key with every affix. I don't think you can add more than 3. Running your key lets you pick the people, which often means higher rate RAO. I'm sure it does, but that's not why I do it or don't do it. I feel like if I put the group together and it falls apart, it's my fault. Yeah, it's my exact, yep. And it's just like complete, the utter disrespect you see in keys nowadays for people, and I just, that would be the least fun thing I could possibly do. So I won't be doing it. We all have social anxiety. It's why we play WoW. That I would not call that social anxiety. I wouldn't even really call that anxiety. That's completely... I don't feel like that's anxiety. Maybe though. People disrespect you regardless if the key is yours. Oh no, they don't disrespect me. They disrespect whoever the key holder is. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Ghoulish. Yeah, we read that on stream. Maybe I'll make a video on it too. I don't know though. It's so far away. Popping in and out, no problem, yeah. No worries. Can you make a video on the Quarter Star mini boss frontal? If they leave a key, they waste your time regardless. Okay, man, thanks. Thank you for the input. 2 weeks from now, explosives are back. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like they're gonna undo those changes? Maybe. We heard you. You guys love explosives. They're back. People are raving about these changes in every Discord I'm in. Oh, that's good. Not really sure they're going to be raving about it when they realize 1 week is incorporeal and the next week is volcanic, but that is just really hard to understand. People in Discord saying the fixes are going to be too easy. Well, some of them will be, definitely. The raging and all those changes, those are way too easy. Still better than explosives with 600k. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, the jump from incorporeal to volcanic is wild. For DKs during afflicted week, we only have one affix. Why? Did they bring volcanic back? Yep. They dumped explosive and they're bringing volcanic back. Explosive not only spawns in boss fights and has 26 million health. You can't do anything to them, I think he means. Oh, I see. You can still... But those are the ones you can interrupt, right? Or is that something else? Patrice, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I don't know, we just get to full ignore. What do we do about it? Oh, I see. I don't know the names very well, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. It's Death Knight. There's nothing you can do about that one. Okay, so that's, look at that group. Tank first. There's 4 people in the group. Any ranges in chat? How annoying is volcanic, really? Nah, it's not very annoying. Definitely the easiest to fix. You can go Blood Elf and racial it away. Oh, really? That will not be happening. If they remove every race but Blood Elf male, I will quit the game. Put it that way. Rather never play a Blood Elf racial or Blood Elf male again if I could ever avoid it. Female's passable, but I still don't really like it. Too much sexualization with the race. Hey, Rifle, what's up, buddy? Welcome. We could sign up too. Hey, Cop, what's up, buddy? See, you are making me feel bad about my slut mod. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't feel bad about it, but just don't you think it's kind of strange? Remember to like the stream as well. I appreciate that. I healed at 22 yesterday. I'm moving up. Retro Shaman has been a blast. That's awesome. Yeah, the nerfs are still strange to me, but I'm glad that you are succeeding. Finally reached max renown. Oh, cool. How hard is DK compared to other tanks? I think just because it's all about surviving damage and then reacting to it, it's much harder than any other tank. But opinions differ. I'm still afraid to do a 20. Oh wow, you haven't done a 20 yet? Well, definitely try to work up the courage, because you'll have a hard time season after season if you're not getting the maximum rewards. That's the key I want the most. 23 Jade Temple. I'd love to do that this week. That'd be such a good key this week. They're definitely over-sexualized. I consider it a product of the times and primary audience when they and the Spades Ghost were introduced. Yeah, I guess I could agree with that. It's the easiest tyrannical week for Jade Serpent. Yep, I agree. And that's a key I've already felt really confident in. Okay, let's see if... Yeah. What healers do you prefer to play with? Evoker would be my #1 pick. Evoker or Shaman. If I could take that in every key, I would. I think WoW could use more sexualization. I just don't want to make a mistake that could lead to the group wiping. Well, that's gonna happen. That's how the game works. Like, you're gonna make mistakes no matter what the key level is. They won't necessarily be the reason the key upgrades or disbands, though, that's for sure. Everybody makes mistakes, every single key. There's always some level of mistake made, no matter what. So the sooner you can come to terms with that, the quicker you'll be able to overcome it. Okay, we've finally been invited to a key. That was my fear as well. It's all about filtering out the negative nonsense. Right, the biggest skill that you'll need to pug as a tank is to know when people are yelling at you for something you did wrong and when people are yelling at you for something they did wrong. And once you can parse the difference, yeah, you'll immediately improve. And the best way to do that is record your runs. I know I say it all the time, but it's the truth. Record all your runs, and then when something like that happens, you can simply just watch it back. And you'll figure out the truth of it, you know? Like we did in that court run before. I got blamed for something that, like I said before, you know, I made a minor mistake. But then somebody else made a major mistake. And they blamed me for the minor mistake being the reason the major mistake happened, but that's just not true. So it's not like you're the guy that gets gibbed by fire on Bird and Algathar right before the fight even starts. It wasn't me who was grabbing his drink. What the hell? You ever had the PB&J Uncrustables? Crustables? Uncrustables? Yeah, I did actually. Wait, PB and J? No, I don't think so. Wait, no, that's what they all are, aren't they? Yeah, I've had them, yeah. The flavors of the different types of jelly, right? They're always PB and J. What to use to watch your keys back? I just record them with OBS. Or I was watching chat, so I died to a dodgeable mechanic. That's it. Uncrustables are a solid golf snack. Oh, are they? I can't imagine putting something like that in my golf bag. It'd probably get all melty. You golf as well? I really like Mythic Plus and I want to improve. Sweet. Well, you've come to the right place. If there's any way I can help you, just let me know. The psychology of pugging is like the #1 thing I'm interested in nowadays for pugging. Overcoming it using, you know, fortified thinking basically to overcome the difficulty of the socials in the game. It's the thing that keeps me going. Seeing those socials fall apart, you know, that's kind of the one extreme of it that we always make the videos on and everything.
Our citizens are desperate to break free of Alison's tyranny. See to it that they are.
How much IO gained today? 0. We haven't finished a key today. A little bit. I suck and don't do it enough, but I enjoy it once or twice a year. Oh, cool. Straight up left your clubs at the car wash. Damn, that sucks. Clubs are expensive too, man. Golf's really expensive. I envy the people who can afford to play like 5 times a week, like some of the guys I know.
There are reports that the Legion brought a demonic watchdog known as Valamar into the city. Convenient. I could use its eyes to enhance the
I said that the other day, and someone has said the people who play that often are just addicted, though. You shouldn't envy them. I'm like, actually, I kind of agree. Or retired, I guess. They were gone when I went to get with the Neo. You can also check out WoW Made Easy. Yeah, I've heard that. But are people doing like high keys in those types of communities? They are. That's like enticing because I waste so much fucking time with the idiots in this game. But it would be hard to pug with. Hard to be considerate pugging. No footage from the car wash either. Man, I was so bummed. That sucks, man. Theft is never... It's just such an unfun feeling, right? You have the time walking mounts already? What mounts? I don't even know. I don't care, but mounts are like the thing I care the least about in this game. Like, no way somebody actually thought a whole ass golf bag was getting thrown out. Oh, they didn't. They stole it. I didn't care until I realized I can get all of them and just farming some time walking this month. Cool. Yeah, I don't care no matter what. Even if they came from Mythic Plus, I'd get them and never use them. Just got here. Did you see the new blue post about Mythic Plus? Yes. Anyone see any good movies? Oh yeah, Faxi, you're still there? I saw the Mario movie this weekend. I have to say, it's fucking good. Like, it's legit. It's a good movie on its own, regardless of being a kid's film or anything. It's like a legitimately good film. I honestly want to watch it again.
When I was but a cub,
I really do not look forward to Brackentide Hollow. I don't know.
after years of training,
You told me I'm gonna watch it. It's fucking good. Like, it's really good. If you like Mario and like gaming in general, it's like, it's well done.
5, 4.
That reminds me of a funny story from when I used to run service stations with lots of theft happening at the place. Well, you're gonna have to tell the story. Alright, here we go. Glad to hear it's good. Casting seems strange. Yeah, I'm not really sure why people are against the casting. Films like that always have like big stars and unrelated roles just because they're big stars. Remind me, I'll tell the story on Saturday. Oh yeah, Cop's doing a big charity event this weekend too, guys, so make sure you stay tuned to that.
Tonight the nobles have
We'll be there hanging out, and
Grand Magistrates.
hopefully it'll go well for him. I mean, it's kind of a $200 million movie. It kind of can't be bad. No, it definitely can be. It definitely can be.
Presents a rare opportunity to catch her away from her source of power.
Charity for who? St. Jude's, if I remember correctly.
We'll take a side entrance to the grounds. Too many eyes are watching the front. This is your
St.
best
Jude's
chance
Children
to win
Research
the
Hospital, that's it, yeah.
Magistrates. Good luck. It seems the Dusk Watcher charged with keeping order during the party. Might I suggest the hidden approach? Along the way, you're going to disable their arcane beams.
Wow, that sound, the alarm is still going off. But... Oh man, I actually hate children. Yeah. And research.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Especially research. That mob took a really long time to get up here. I wonder why. Is it selling really good? It's, yeah, it's like top, it's top box office. It's sad, true. I hate people who troll Metro's chat. Now, where did I put my hammer? Okay, where's that mob? How does the charity work? Yeah, it's just donations, yeah. I'd rather they get rid of Sanguine and Spiteful. Gotcha. Well, might as well let them know. They seem to be in the business of just removing affixes all of a sudden. Can't remove them all, though. They nerfed the fuck out of Sanguine, though. Like, that's another huge nerf to an already pretty easy affix at times. It's really just unfair at times. That's the only thing that sucks about Sanguine. I've been blessed with lots of amazing viewers who support my charity. That's great, man. You definitely deserve it. We'll get this fucking rock out of here. I could see them removing Sanguine because it's been here since the start, but Spiteful was new. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. A rogue rock alley. Damn it, Rusty. Okay, what's gonna happen over here? Let's see. Can't really go there. Oh. Did you get the bow? And I mean, unless you kill my grandma or something, then I definitely won't respect you. Okay, we got them all. Now we gotta wait.
No trespassers allowed.
No, that aggroed it. Yep. That's not good. So many fucking patrols in this dungeon, it's crazy. Big play with shadow melds? Ah, that's nothing special. We're definitely gonna be overcount. Oh, what the fuck? When did we lust? These fucking groups are so strange. Who do you guys tag for the reply? You remember the teaming affix? Yep. You just type at the person's name. That's, I believe how it works. I've not really ever done it, to be honest. I think also if they just say your name as well. So you have like a pretty basic name, so it's easy to do, but...
This will even the odds. Nicely done, cowards!
Retro's fighting your favorite boss. Yeah. Maybe it just doesn't work on mobile. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe.
Watch out up here. I've heard tell of a demonic council that draws strength from one another. This bond must be broken. Explore the area and find a way to separate the council members. divided, they cannot stand against you.
Which engine are you most looking forward to in the new season? Maybe Underrot. It's going to depend too much on the tuning to say right now. They're exactly as they were. Maybe Neltharian's layer, actually. Nate Diaz is fighting Jake Paul. Oh, wow. That's one way to make money. Oh, this trap is up. Oh, this is like God tier right now. Do we have this as well?
The elements
The barrel's not, right? Damn it, Diaz, you have enough money. Don't sell out like that. Yeah, kind of agree. You guys are ready to talk about the affix? Yeah. Do you need this for IO? Yep. Pretty funny though that Jake gets his ass beat by a real boxer and he's like, I'll just stick to fighting retired UFC fighters. Yeah, that was regrettable. Jake Paul's gonna womp him and everyone's gonna get real upset about it. Oh yeah. Nate Diaz isn't a very good boxer.
5, 4, 3, 2.
But he's good at not getting knocked out, I guess, so. Probably be a decision. Boring ass fight. Have a oh, that's what they should have done. Jake and Logan versus Nate and Nick. That would have been cool, actually. Logan won't fight again, though. Is that what I heard? Tag team style. That'd be cool, yeah. Wait, again we lost on trash. What?
What are you waiting for? Check out that noise.
Logan is having too much fun in pro wrestling. Oh, right. The bros need a ladder match. Flame Wreath is going to be an issue for you guys. Flame Wreath? Was it? Actually, that would be awesome, yeah.
5, 4.
The second boss. Oh, I see. That's the name of the boss. Alexa Flame Wreath. Yeah, we continue to do this. This is now the second time today where we lost on trash instead of the boss. But he's the healer, at least. I think that's who's lusting, so. Y'all giga chilling on time until we pull the boss with no less and then wipe. That's how every key has disbanded so far. We've yet to kill that boss this week. BM Hunter seems popular, does it? Oh, and it's a BM Hunter? Not a great imp killer. Oh, no. Not what you want to hear.
5,
Have a
4,
look over there.
3, 2.
Okay, here's the myth, the legend coming up. Just Sharu made a big splash on the stream today. I don't know why he's lusting trash. Yeah, it's really not good.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
I wasn't even. I was talking about when he jumped halfway across the dungeon. That was really funny.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Okay, I mean, we might as well just get this back at this point. We're like completely done, right? Is there any reason to go over there? Not really. There's just gonna be a bunch of fucking imps over here. I don't know why we would even go over. The book, I guess? Can we get the book? I have no idea. The herb, I guess? That is still not counter. Oh no, that is. 65 is good. I always have a little chuckle when the imps murk somebody. Oh, dude.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Maybe I just invis spot to do that? In the last key, a guy used boon on a single target right before the boss. Oh, yeah, that's how you mentioned that. I didn't fully understand what that was. You're talking about the spell? What was the point of pulling those two to get the book, I guess? I have no idea.
Beware.
We're like fucking tons of time here, so. If we kill the boss, it's over. Storm Eater's Boon? Oh, okay. I don't know what that even is.
Beware.
Honestly, should stop interrupting the boss. Somebody always overlaps mine, and then we don't have interrupts for the actual imps when they're needed.
Beware.
This helps so much on this fight, though.
Beware.
It's a trinket that turns you into an elemental. Oh, I get it. Okay. I don't know the names of the trinkets very well.
It will amuse me to watch you melt.
Beware.
Saw that coming. Oh, we actually got back in time. I didn't think we would. Pavel, long time no see. Yeah, I saw the removed explosive. That's surprising. How about it? We killed the boss.
It will amuse me to watch you melt.
This is in the bag. Yeah, I kind of agree. Once we wipe to the last boss, it should be very easy. It's a good group. We've had good groups all day too. Problem.
You've done well so
There's really not been any group that has like a S group kind of sucks. They've all been solid.
Infusing it with latent speaking with chatty nobles may reveal the spy. Just avoid drawing attention to yourself with wild accusations.
Low-born filth. Perhaps reducing their rations of arc wine will
Don't jinx it.
remind them
Like legit, the only way to not time this key is not only to wipe to the last boss, but like have so little time that I can't solo it. Because that's like the easiest boss to solo in the game. Even easier than Ner'zhul. I'm shocked you got out healed on the boss. There's a lot of healing on that fight. That's why you got a lust on that fight. The longer it goes, the more healing is required.
Any sympathizers will be exposed and order will be restored.
Are we... What even happened? Did we get the guy? I don't even realize. The bolster change is awesome. It's pretty generous, that's for sure. Really gonna turn that into a non-affix. Only one death, too. So way over count. That was actually on purpose. Well, not really, though, because if we didn't pull that pack with the boss, we would have been fine on count. I imagine that pack has a lot of count to it. We got super lucky with the trap. The trap is so crucial, though. That is so fucking crucial. I really feel like that trap is still overpowered. It's not as overpowered as it used to be, at least, but... having that up for that eye boss is so nice. The trap, yeah. It spawns the mini boss so you don't have to kill the enforcer, and it does a big damage thing to him effectively. Okay, spell reflect that? Oh, there's actually a spiteful?
Excellent. Now that we have the key, the way to the balcony should be open.
Okay, 7 minutes for one boss with Bloodlust, and I can solo this fight.
Expect me to waste time chattering with
Good
the
score coming up here.
as my enemies close in. Look there, you fool. We are not alone.
Impossible. My guards would never permit such an intrusion.
Yet another failure, Melandris. Consider this your chance to correct it. Dispose of these outsiders. I must return to the Nighthold.
Finally, I'll make this quick. If you blink, you bleed. Beware.
They even nerfed Sanguine. Yeah, they pretty much nerfed it all. It'd be hard if the enraged mob casts a prio spell on Fort Week.
The wind slices to the bone.
It could still be dangerous, but the reason that affix was hard was because the
If you blink, you
affix was like so punishing when you had large groups of casters. So that's still gonna probably stay the same, but it's just gonna be slightly different now.
If you blink,
It will be less dangerous against melee.
the wind slices to the bone. I will speed you towards your demise. Beware. Bleed for the Grand Magistrates.
Imagine if someone casts a fear or sleep though. Oh, that's... yeah, I don't know.
I will speed you
Those
towards
types
your
of kicks get
demise.
missed all the time anyway, so...
Beware.
What's this guy doing?
If you blink, you bleed. Death by 1,000 cuts. If you blink, you bleed.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
This fight is so annoying when you do it this way. Constantly just sitting there waiting for the mob to come back. Are you gonna make a video or stream a couple PTR keys? Nah, probably not. I wanted to go on there a couple weeks ago, but lost all motivation when I found out my add-ons wouldn't work. I guess they probably fixed that by now, but at this point I want to get score. I want to try to get to 3K, so. One last hurrah. Nobody kicks Waking Bane or Icy Binds. Yeah, exactly.
Death by 1,000 cuts. If you blink, you bleed.
Beware.
I love watching those videos. I never really did them anyway. You might be thinking of somebody else. I've not really been somebody who spent a lot of time on the PTR in the past. Okay, well, we did get it. How much score did we get? 11 points. Cool. And so that is still with 2 20s on our list. So if we can just get those keys, like enter, we don't even fucking get to enter them. If we could enter them and upgrade them on 22, we will definitely have 3K next week. I'm assuming a dispel isn't considered a CC though. Oh no, yeah, definitely. You can still do things to yourself. You just won't be able to do things to the enemy. GG on time. Yeah, that was a really good one. Resto is pumping DPS and HPS. Yeah, that helps a lot. I'll tell you what. Oh, Acid Rain's actually well below Lava Burst though. Does Cat show up on your screen, or is it only on the stream's screen? This chat. Yeah, it's on just the stream. Damn, I see it was a rough day. Well, yeah, pretty much. But we got some scores, so that's the end of the day. We got what we wanted to get done, so. I'm so bad at putting Healing Rain down. Oh boy, that's kind of like really crucial, right? Definitely want to make some weak cores for that. But anyway, that seems like a good place to stop. It's actually 3:45, so not even too early. We will be back tomorrow with more. I'll probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow because I definitely want to get some golf in tomorrow after the stream. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back. Hopefully get Halls and Ruby Life Pulls. That was our... Oh, change this.
You have arrived.
Oh, we got Ruby Life Pulls. That's interesting. Maybe we'll finally do our own key. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. So did you see the affix changes? Yep, we talked about it before. Okay, already ending? Yep, about 4 hours is what we go for anyway, so we're not even really ending that early, but after a day of straight disbands, I think it's a good place to stop. So thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with some more. See you guys there.